Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first live monthly wrap up of the year. It's January 2026, and we got some new movies and shows to talk about with you guys. And of course, I'm bundled up right now because we had a pretty bad snowstorm last week, and there's still snow and ice everywhere. But of course, we have, as always, unless he's pooping himself because he has a virus, Joey C.
Tony, what's
Whoa!
happening? What's going on? What's cracking?
Bro, you're dressed up real snazzy today.
Well, I'm a police officer, so watch yourself today, all right?
Oh.
No hat today, Tony. I'm rocking no hat. The first time ever in Act the Movie's history.
Whoa! Well, we got a couple police things we're talking about today, so that's very, very fitting.
That's right.
And of course, I'm sure he's also in costume. We got Gil.
Yeah.
Gil,
Have you ever heard of imposter syndrome? Where, you don't feel like you belong? I always have had that with these live streams. I'm the odd man out. Then today I was like, I'm finally starting to feel like I belong. And then I get on the pre-show with you guys and I'm like, he's dressed up. I didn't get the memo that we're dressing up.
Gil, it's just Joey C who's dressed up. I'm just wearing this flannel. I'm not hiding anything underneath. And
It snowed a few days ago, so he's all bundled up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, it's not like we have a surprise guest coming up in our first review that will also be dressed up. Relax, Gil, relax.
I'm so good at that. Relaxing.
The January wrap up. So I just want to say, everyone, please subscribe on Patreon if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. Now more than ever, it really helps out the goddamn channel. I'm never going on vacation for that long ever again. That really threw a monkey wrench on my whole thing. I've been playing catch up, but what has been helping is you guys signing up for free. I was just telling Joey before this, I was looking at my stats for the podcast feed, and now 11% of my audio feed it now comes from Patreon now. So you guys are signing up for free. Thank you. Please continue doing that. You get the free podcast feed and all the free videos I put out. You can also gift a membership. Joey, I'm sure you're gifting these to the ladies all the time, right?
God, dude, every single time I meet somebody new, I hand them a Hack the Movies membership. Come on.
I made my niece's and nephew's birthday when I showed up. Like, where's my present? And I was like, check your email, and you're going to be very excited.
Yes, and then please check out the Retroware store, get some Hack the Movies merch, book me on Cameo. On Patreon, we have a new episode of Blade Boys. We're almost at the end of Blade Boys. We're almost at the fucking end of Blade Boys. Reminder, Gil, that is in continuity of the movie, so if you ever do a timeline, you have to include the TV show. Also, I did a live stream where I watched terrible AI fan films for Star Wars.
Oh my
They're
God.
as bad as you can imagine, and a huge YouTuber, Star Wars Theories, in the comments of one of them being like, this is amazing. I'm like, oh no, Star Wars Theories brain doesn't work right because it was actually terrible. Anyway, check out that live stream. You get that at the $10 tier, the exclusive live stream tier. And you also get to call into this show. A couple other things. I put out a video for the work print of Beetlejuice. It has 100% more giant gears and way less Beetlejuice. You're going to want to watch that. Also, John Carpenter's The Thing has been added to the National Film Registry. And I'm sure it's because yesterday I put up a video recapping The Thing comics. I'm pretty sure that's why. Can you guys think of any other reason they included it in the registry? I can't.
None whatsoever.
I can't.
You know what I thought when I saw that thumbnail?
Yeah.
I am way too careful with what I put in a thumbnail. I was doing a video on Curse of Frankenstein, and I was like, a rotting corpse, like his head. I was like, let me make this black and white just in case. And here you've got a guy's head ripping off, stuff stabbing through his face.
Go. I'm using the A/B tester, so there were two other thumbnails just in case.
Classic.
Come on, Gil. Actually, I don't really get hit for gore stuff as much as other people do. I don't know why. YouTube always picks and chooses what they want to go after people for. I recorded that in the snow for all of you, so I was actually freezing to death. Check it out. Check out the playlist, commentary track, all that stuff. Oh, we did our Hackademy Award predictions. And last year, I went all in on Amelia Perez because it got, 12 nominations? This year, Sinners got 16 nominations, and I decided I wasn't going to pick it at all because I don't make the same mistake twice. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this year's Hackademy Award, guys. What do you think?
You're in it. You're in it to win it, baby.
Now remember, the winner gets to write. The loser has to do a video written by the winner. So I'm already thinking of videos I can make for Adam. I have one called Ice. They're doing great. I'm sure Adam love reading that one. And then there's another one that just says Israel. I haven't written the rest of it yet. So look forward to Adam doing one of those videos with the Hack Academy Award. Before we go any further, Joycey, what's the name of the game?
Tony, the name of the game for the live monthly wrap-ups is Super Chats. If you want me or the crew to whisper sweet nothings to you, send a Super Chat and we'll do it or read it. Within reason, folks. This is the internet. We have a habit of getting channels deleted, so keep that in mind.
Yeah,
we don't want it to get deleted again.
First up.
Oh, I had a thought on the Super Chat thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Because every month we do the same old thing. Yeah. It's a promise. Send a Super Chat. Sign up for the Patreon. It'll really help. We'll whisper sweet nothings. We're offering the carrot. We've never tried the stick. Send us Super Chats or else. We got to think of what is our threat.
Well, we'll work on threats. If there's one thing I know about YouTube, they love when live streamers are making threats. So we'll figure it out. First up is Star Trek Starfleet Academy. This is a new Star Trek show. And once again, it has a female captain. And guys, when I think of female ship captains, I think of an accident waiting to happen. And then I think of Captain Boobies. Are you comfortable with Captain Boobies?
Yes, very. Sorry.
You know what? It is Starfleet Academy. Let's all just get comfortable. Let's all just, kick our legs up.
Let me do this here.
Yeah,
there we go, Gil. Doing it.
You know what's funny, Captain Movies? I know you're doing the foot fetish thing. I think that starts after episode 1. I didn't get to the foot fetish stuff in this show. I've heard about it though.
Oh, well, you're lost, Tony. You're lost.
So yes.
I actually took my shoes off though to, put all over my chair. I don't know why she doesn't. It seems rude.
She doesn't no, the later episode, she's like barefoot. It's like a whole thing. Every week there's more shots of Holly Hunter barefoot. I don't know why. This might shock you. I didn't get past the first episode. So yeah, Star Trek's back, even though it really hasn't gone away. This show is about Tatiana Maslany for 5 seconds. She will never show up in the show again because she's way too big of an actress. She's a lady in the future who has a son. She teamed up with Paul Giamatti, alien, who's a pirate, to steal some food. They both got arrested. The son ran away and vowed revenge. Years later, the girl who put them in jail is now heading the new Starfleet Academy. And that kid who ran away, he's now on the run. They pick him up. And now he's older and he's a terrible actor. And he joins the new Starfleet Academy with doctors like the hologram guy from, what was it, Voyager? Was that Voyager?
Voyager. Yes, it's Voyager. Yes.
And they explain. Now, I know what all of you are thinking. How does a hologram age? And he mentions that he has an aging program so people feel more comfortable. So in 400 years, he's only aged 30 years because the show sucks. And then at the end of the first episode, while they're getting the school ready, Paul Giamatti attacks again. And then they land in San Francisco. Who here likes Star Trek?
Look, I'm freaking obsessed. How dare you?
Okay, I was going to say, I feel like I hit up Captain Movies. I'm like, I feel like we're going to need you on this one. So let's just start with you, Captain. Have you been watching any of these new Star Trek things?
I haven't. I'm actually in a deep rewatch of the original series and having such a ball with it. And I've probably watched Next Gen, 5 times through. Voyager probably twice, and all of the movies, like all of the movies. But these newer shows, so Enterprise and
no, Enterprise is no longer new. Enterprise stopped being
okay, whatever.
20 years ago.
Wait,
Discovery. We're starting from Discovery.
Discovery. Okay, Discovery is the new one. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
And then this show, I didn't detest it. I thought that I was going to really, really hate it.
Ringing endorsement.
Yeah. No, I mean, okay. It just felt like they were shoving characters at me that I had no reason to like. And that's, I mean, I'm going to give them a minute because honestly, every Star Trek needed a minute for me to like any of the characters, including, I'm sorry, but Worf was a terrible character.
Oh, you're anti-Worf?
I was for the first episode or two.
Oh, okay.
And then you learn to like him. So they also have a Klingon in this one that is
a Klingon who's not violent.
non-violent Klingon and like a half Klingon. I didn't quite catch that.
Everyone's
there was a
half
little too much
everything.
lore in
Holly
it.
Hunter's like 400 years old. She's like a half whatever. So that's crazy. You're a female Star Trek fan, and all new Star Trek shows are made for women like you, and you're not watching. That shows you how well Star Trek's going at the moment. Joey C, what are your thoughts on Star Trek in general before we touch on this here?
I've seen one movie about a whale or something, and they go back in time to save the whale.
That's one of the best ones. Congratulations.
That was pretty good. Other than that, it was feet. I don't know. Is there feet in all the other ones? Should I watch those for the feet, or I don't know.
Whatever you're into, Joey. Whatever you're into.
Well,
okay.
Joey, of course, let us down, but Gil, I know you're into big timelines. You go through whole sci-fi franchises and break them down. Star Trek has many timelines. How much Star Trek have you consumed? Probably a lot.
Not that much.
What is wrong with all of you people? This is a cultural phenomenon in the zeitgeist of Americanism and American exceptionalism, and you're not involved in it at all. What is wrong with you people?
I watched the first episode of Starfleet Academy. That's like my gateway into it, and I'm very intrigued now. I've seen, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, here's the thing. Oh, wait, no. How much Star Trek have you seen, real quick?
Just bits and pieces. I saw all the new ones, the J.J. Abrams ones, but before that, I'd seen like random episodes from the Shatner show here and there. I've seen most of the old movies, but never had a personal attachment to them and don't have much knowledge about the series overall.
Okay. So here's the thing, Captain Movies. The problem is these guys are a little younger than us. We're elderly. We got one foot in the grave. This is the Star Trek they've been used to. Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, Lord.
Which I guess was a prequel. And I watched the first episode and I went, that Klingon looks like a dinosaur. I'm not watching any more episodes. And then there was Star Trek Picard, where everyone went, well, Picard's back. Get the crew together. They're going to go on fun adventures. And apparently they didn't do that until the third season when everyone stopped watching. And I think the first season was all about like space immigration. And then he turns into a robot at the end. I'm not even lying. He turns into a robot. They put his brain in a robot, but the robot is also an elderly man because they don't know how to write around. And then Strange New Worlds, just surface level, is the only one that actually looks like Star Trek. But I know if I watch it, I'm going to be let down. And then there was this terrible Rick and Morty animated series. So Star Trek.
Go to hell. It's hilarious. It's the best fan service you will ever experience in your entire life. The way that they work in like all of the lore is amazing. And how
what's that, Captain? I think you're going through a Jeffrey tube. Jeffrey tube is like a tunnel inside the space. You like how I modified it?
Context.
That's nice. That's nice.
Really? You watch Lower Decks? You watch oh my God.
I absolutely watch Lower Decks. And here's why. Because Lower Decks is clearly a fan of the show. And more importantly, they understand that Voyager is weird and Next Generation is perfect. and the original series is to be lauded. And so for that reason, they get a pass in my book all the time. I can't even tell you how much I enjoy the fan service. Banana Hot in the very first episode was the funniest thing I'd ever fucking heard.
Was that them when they're all naked in the holodeck? I tuned out at that point.
Hot banana hot.
I don't remember. It was really bad. I turned it off. Okay. Now,
you're wrong. You're just
we
so
all
wrong.
agree that New Trek is bad, except for Captain Boomy's, because she loves lower decks for some reason. But I can't understand why the internet is really hating this show. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was bad, but it's not any more bad than everything we've gotten in the last 10 years. Joey, as someone who watched the one movie with the whales, maybe, how did you feel about Starfleet Academy?
So, I only watched one episode, and before I get into it, I just need a yes or no answer for science purposes. Is there bare feet in the...
Yes, my Twitter, for whatever reason, went from people complaining about the show to posting elderly Holly Hunter's feet. I don't know why. I think even Adam, by the way, Adam, who Captain Boomies hates and despises, he's been doing recaps of the show, and I think he mentioned that one episode they have a foot fetish or something. Is that all you're interested in?
No.
What did you think of the actual episode?
It does seem very on par with like modern Gen Z takes of characters and whatnot. And from what little I've seen of Star Trek, I feel like they were very like Twilight Zone-y, where they like address cultural and moral issues and whatnot. Again, I've only seen one episode, so take this with a grain of salt, but I feel like it's very surface level. And on top of that, the modern slang killed me. I hated it. I hated that so bad. That was the worst thing ever.
It's gonna happen.
So
Paul Giamatti, though.
Good.
Can we talk about Paul
slang
Giamatti as a creeper and how I love when he plays the bad guy? And
yeah, but I have a feeling he's not going to show up a lot in the rest of the season, or else I would be watching every episode. But I just know that he's going to be maybe in one or two more episodes.
How did Caleb's mom trust him? She's like, he's good at finding food, but he never told me how. And I'm like, Paul Giamatti doing his every scene he's in, he's like a pirate doing his maniacal laugh. But I wonder if that guy's up to no good.
Yeah, it wasn't even like he was putting on a facade. Like, no, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Unless in space, good guys act like this where she's from. I don't know.
Everyone talks like that where I'm from.
Real quick, Gil, what did you think as someone who's seen some of the movies? What did you think of Starfleet Academy?
This show is just so aggressively not for me. If you just break it down into all its elements, I think if you look at it objectively, you can say this is not a very good show. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I think if you took the name Star Trek off of it, the positive reviews would be less positive and the negative would be less negative. People would have less extreme opinions on it. But even if you take it as something that's pretty bad, not the worst, just what it is not for me, where it's like 60 to 70% sort of teen soap opera. And then the rest of it is this sort of action adventure sci-fi where it's the bad guys here. Some sci-fi jargon. If I hit these buttons just right, we can get out of this. And then everything works out. And all the storytelling is so, like you said, Joey, surface level. Start with the classic. Here's a 2-minute tragic backstory. Cut to him as a prisoner, and then the guards, for some reason, decide to start beating him up and get close enough that he can very easily escape. But once you give him a haircut and his outfit, he's basically unrecognizable from the other students. Like, you would not look at him and from the acting tell this is someone who's had a tough life. They've grown up for the last 10 years killing and stealing just to get by. And then the last percentage of what the show offers is that kind of silly humor. I think I ate my comms badge. There's just some of the visuals are pretty cool. Like when they first walk
100%.
into the ship and it's like the school in space, there's a moment of Hogwarts in space vibe. And I was like, there's something here. I could see how a child,
the effects
somebody
are okay.
younger would enjoy it.
Keep in mind, it is the first episode. They usually go a little harder on the first episode with effects.
No, let me tell you my favorite effect that happened in this episode. And that was we finally had people literally getting the shit kicked out of them during a firefight in space. So like people got blasted in a hallway in Star Trek, right? That never happens. They usually just go, oh.
It happened in the
Red
newer
alert.
movies a little bit. Oh, well, don't worry. They still do that. It's been what, like 70 years, 60 years, and still the back of the ship will get hit with a missile. And then on the bridge, sparks just come out of the console for no reason. And then immediately and that always cracks me up in Star Trek. The consoles are all still working, and I'm like, what were the sparks? Where did the sparks come from?
That doesn't happen, Tony. You bump into your computer and sparks start shooting out. Then you get on the
No,
screen
it
later. Everything's
doesn't
fine.
actually. Here's a problem I have with the show. It expected me to know what the fuck happened in Discovery. So I had to look up what the burn was. Do you guys want to know what the burn was?
I
Please
do
tell
actually,
us.
because I
Love
didn't
to.
know either.
From what I can gather, there was a dude who like bonded with dilithium, and then he got sad and he got some PTSD. And I think him being sad and his trauma was linked to every piece of dilithium on a warp core, and it destroyed all the warp cores across the entire galaxy. So that's why at the beginning of the show, they're talking about like they're rebuilding Starfleet. They're kind of rebuilding society because everyone was kind of separated because all the warp drives were destroyed. So no one could get to where they needed to be. So that was like a thing that happened. All the warp cores were destroyed, and then they had to get new dilithium. And because everyone was separated, I learned that in the future, it was hard to transport like goods and whatnot. So no one was able to get Ozempic in the future, it turns out, because the warp cores were all destroyed, guys. They were all destroyed, all right? So no one could get lettuce or anything on their planet. I really did not like this show at all. You're right. It's like the most basic plot. And I know people are nitpicking like the lore and like the continuity. Just throw continuity away when it comes to Star Trek. Just throw it away. Because they're like, why didn't they have these sophisticated things back then? It's like because the old writers couldn't comprehend any of this stuff. It just has nothing going for it. I hate the captain in this. Did anyone like Holly Hunter as the captain going down the line, Joey C?
Well, it might change now if she shows bare feet. I'm really not too sure. I'd have to reconsider. But as of right now, the answer is no.
So you didn't like her just lounging around going like, hey, blow up that ship.
No, it hurt my spine thinking about it.
Gil, this girl did nothing for you? Holly Hunter did
can't-
nothing for you?
You can't handle subtle storytelling and character development. See, you'd rather she come out and say, I'm more casual. I like to take things nice and easy. But they don't say that. They're showing, not telling, by having her lounge in the captain's chair.
But it doesn't make sense because she seemed very strict early on. Like her
Yeah, I
lounging,
think as a blanket statement, I can say I don't like any of the characters. So that would just include Holly Hunter's.
I hated Hologram Lady. She sucked. There's a bully guy who's like a fish alien. And then he doesn't want the girl to see him turn into a fish alien because he's embarrassed. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's like lizard people walking on the ship. Why would this and she's got weird lines on her face. Like, you all look like horrifying monsters. Why would you look more horrifying than the next person?
Well, it wasn't even, he didn't mind her seeing him in his fish form. It was just the transformation process.
Oh,
he was like, turn around.
It's so they could have made it out of focus and they didn't have to do too much on the effect.
Yep.
Well, okay. Well, that's what men think. Captain, what did you think of Captain, whatever her name was? Is this like your hero? Is she better than Janeway?
I was so distracted by her frizzy hair. It really
It was very frizzy, wasn't it? It
was
very-
fucking distracting. Did you know that Janeway actually had to reshoot all of the first pilot episode because her hair was all fucked up in every shot? And so that's when they started putting the wig on her and making it so that it was a one solid piece because it was entirely too distracting.
I did not know that, but you got to remember, because of the burn, they couldn't get shampoo to some of the planets.
It's just
Okay?
conditioner. This bitch just
Or
needs so
conditioner.
much conditioner and way less highlights.
That's why your
Oh,
hair is
dear
always
God.
frizzy, Tony. You don't know what you're doing. I need more shampoo.
Cat the Boobies thinks she's so cool because she got my horrible haircut fixed a few weeks ago. Thank you. I've been getting a lot of compliments. I'm still annoyed by Holly Hunter because I think she got more screen time than Batman or Superman and Batman v Superman. I don't know if anyone remembers that. She's the senator.
When she drank and the last thing she did before she died was like drink a jar of urine.
Yes. She talked about piss. Everyone forgets that. Most of that movie was Holly Hunter yelling at Lex Luthor. And I'm like, this sucks. Yeah. So Starfleet Academy, none of us liked it. I think I'm going to go back to not watching Star Trek because I just don't have the energy to talk about how it's ruined. Me and Gil were talking about this earlier because the Rotten Tomato score is great for this. Because it's obviously, we learned this thing that there's reviewers that know that the trolls aren't going to like the show. So then they give it glowing reviews. And then the reviewers like online that like, the grifters and whatnot, they're like, well, we're going to hate it even more and complain about it all the time. And then you have people like us, well, not Boomy, she watched Lower Decks, but like the three normal guys who go, we're going to watch something else. That's what we're going to do. We're all kind of in the middle here. So
Lower Decks is magical. You're totally wrong about it. And I hate to say it, but like Starfleet Academy, while clunky and painful, was no clunkier nor more painful than any of the pilots for the original show or Next Generation. I'm just asking who's got to grow the beard for this one.
Oh, right. Because Riker grew the beard and that's when the show got good, right? Yeah, that was like a whole thing. I got to go through all of Next Gen. Next Gen and Voyager and Deep Space Nine were things that were just like on TV when I was a kid. So I probably watched all of it out of order. Oh, God, I just knocked over one of my puppets. I might rewatch it all out of order, but I'm a original series guy. I've watched the original series like multiple times. But yeah, I think we're done with.
Well, I just want to say, I hope that when you put this on the Clips channel, it gets like 1 million views, and then we can put to the test. How much of a grifter are you? Are you going to keep covering the show for the views, or are you going to stick to your principles and say, I don't care for the show, so I'm not going to cover it?
Look, that's what Adam's doing. He's recapping everything.
I watched episode 2. It really grew on me, Gil. No, seriously. Yeah.
Wait, are Adam and I going to be friends?
No, I don't think he likes the show. That's the thing. He really doesn't like the show.
You can. It's a very easy way to tell. You just look at his thumbnail. Is it recap or recrap? That'll tell you.
You know what I will do? I'll make a vertical short that's Captain Boomy showing her feet. I'm pretty sure that'll get 1 million views.
Yeah, 100%.
This is YouTube. I swear, I said that as a joke, but I'm gonna do that if it does get a lot of views. I'm gonna really rethink my life. I'm gonna go walk into the creek. No, stop.
Starfleet Academy. Somebody had to say it.
Starfleet Academy is the inevitable porn title, porn parody that's coming out. But yeah, someone let me know if Paul Giamatti shows up. Oh, wait, hold on. Joey C, what the hell's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
As the biggest wrestling fan in this audience, you said nothing about former WWE Women's Champion, multiple-time Women's Champion Becky Lynch as random bridge lady.
I feel like I've seen her in that cosplay like 1 million times anyhow, via like AI photos on Twitter. So, and I hate Becky Lynch, so she can kick rocks.
But didn't you like when she went? Yeah,
that's right.
They put this huge wrestler as just one of like the pilots on the bridge, and they like draw attention to her. And so wrestling fans will be like, that's Becky Lynch, but she's not even one of the main characters. Like, wait,
and
why is Becky Lynch here?
Dry as shit.
And Becky Lynch is cute. So of course they put like the worst wig possible on her. I'm like, what is this show's problem with people? Even Holly Hunter, they're like, you could be in it, but you have to have the frizziest hair of all time. But yeah, that's all I got for Starfleet Academy. Captain Boomies, since you're only here for this segment, what do you want to plug?
Come follow me, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X. And comment in here about how Tony has to do a Star Trek original series and Next Generation review series with me because, God, I would love to torture him with that.
Okay, I will do that, but we got to decide if it's episode by episode or season by season, because that's gonna be a long. It's gonna be a long.
Tony,
fucking show.
don't do episode by episode. You can't.
Look, if I haven't done it
At
for
some
X-Files
point,
yet,
audience
it might be a
retention
minute
has
before
to
I
come
do
into it.
for Star Trek, but I'm not opposed to it. If we film every episode on a boat, maybe.
Comment.
All righty, goodbye, Captain Boomies. Beam out.
Mwah,
Hit
mwah,
the
mwah.
com thing and beam out. Hit the thing. Whoa, she disappeared.
She did it.
So smooth. I love.
She must have forgot about the technology.
Oh man, I thought about that yesterday. I'm like, oh wait, we know a female captain. She's probably more appropriate to talk about this. Next up, Primate.
Yeah, this is a man show.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking
This is a movie about a lady who goes home for, I don't know, spring break or something with her friends
Something like
in
that.
Hawaii, and they're partying at her house. Her dad is a deaf guy who teaches sign language or whatever to apes, which, by the way, I looked up the whole ape sign language thing years ago. The last thing I looked up, it's pretty much like a scam. Like, it's not real. Like, they're not learning like actual sign language.
It's always the interpreters like, well, what she means by that is this.
Yeah.
That's not what she
exactly.
said. I
They did
saw
it
what
with
she
Coco
said.
the gorilla. They're like,
Yeah.
Coco the gorilla, they made this and she did the sign for nipple. And I'm like, yeah, it's because gorilla doesn't.
That's her word for lady. And I'm like,
We told the Coco the gorilla that Robin Williams died and she cried. I'm like, no, she didn't. Like, this is all a lie. Ape sign, they'll do certain sign things when they know they'll get something out of it. Like, they can do some things. Dogs and shit can do things with their paws, but like, that's all it is. But movies always make it seem way more incredible than it is.
I saw
Anyway.
a chimp that learned how to play Minecraft, but
Yeah.
I'm like, you put a box on the screen and he does this and you give him a banana.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to do
You
it
learn.
otherwise.
If you want to
Anyway.
get into, you know what? We'll talk later. Dolphins. That's all I'm
Circle
saying.
back.
Yo, yeah, we can talk about dolphins. They're not that smart, and they're
They
kind
write
of
poems. All right, go on.
So yeah, they go home for the holidays. Their dad has a adult chimpanzee that lives with them, which I also had a problem with. I'm like, you're not supposed to have them as adults. One, they're very social creatures, and two, like, they'll murder you. Anyway, even though it's on Hawaii, which doesn't have rabies, somehow a mongoose gets in his cage and gives him rabies, and he starts attacking all the friends. And they're conveniently not near any of their cell phones, and they're stuck in the water. And the whole movie is them trying to figure out how to get help to the outside world while the chimpanzee goes crazy and kills more and more of them, including two dude bros who show up drunk because the movie realized it didn't have enough people to kill.
Mhm.
It is super violent and gory. And this might shock you. The chimpanzee is played by an actor in a suit. You
Yep.
might have noticed because it looks like an actor in a suit and not a real chimpanzee for a lot of the movie. Joey C., what did you think of Primate?
Well, first and foremost, my mom actually had a pet chimp as a child,
Oh, wow.
which is a wild piece of trivia.
Wait,
about me.
why?
Yeah, I
Like
do
a
not
baby?
know.
Was it an
No,
adult? chimp?
like it from a baby to an adult. Like they just had this fucking chimp as a pet. Like Michael Jackson. That happened. I seen the photos, man. It's
You're not
crazy.
supposed to do that. You're not.
I don't know. It was the 60s. It was a different time,
Oh,
right?
man. I thought I was going to wow you guys. I shook a gorilla's hand once. And I thought that was going to wow you guys, but you one-upped me.
I don't know. I saw Tony got drunk one time and acted like a chimp once. So like that was probably the closest I ever got.
Or it might have been
Wait,
a dream
did
I
that?
had.
Wait,
It doesn't
what?
matter.
When did I do that? I don't even remember doing that.
Exactly.
Okay.
But this movie was very fun. You know, if Jason was a monkey sort of thing. Very and you already mentioned the guy in the suit. That was very cool. Very obvious, like in the eye holes. You know, and I'm glad they didn't have a real chimp on set. But there are some great kills here, especially when the chimp like unlocked the car That was like really fucking cool. That was a
Dude,
standout moment.
the
for me.
jaw rip. Holy shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
oh my
So
God. Brutal. But it almost
it had
feels
been a
like,
while since you saw something violent, so
Yeah.
I kind of forgot how gory it could get, and then that
Yeah, that's
happened.
true.
It's like, oh
Dude,
crap.
It's insanely gory. What's his face? There's a cameo from a big actor in this, the guy from the Deadpool movies.
Right, but that's the opening scene, and then this
Yeah.
is like an hour later, so you kind of
Well,
forget
no, but
about
then
it.
after that, the kid who gets thrown off the cliff. I'm like, oh, that's scary. He's thrown off the cliff, but they made sure to do a close up of his head hitting a rock.
oh
and
my
exploding.
God. Yeah,
I'm like,
was
that wasn't
fucked.
necessary.
It's
I
just so
appreciate it.
fucked, dude.
Um,
But
yeah.
it feels like this movie is very aware of how ridiculous the idea is. Like when the chimp is hitting the pad and it's like, die, or whatever it says. But this movie is just so stupid. I loved it. But you know what I will say though? I will say the score was like especially fantastic, and it really gives like classic like 70s and 80s like slasher vibes. But the teens were fucking awful and cringy, so they were terrible. I'm just so glad that some of them got killed. Most of them got killed.
Gil, what did you think overall about Primate?
I liked it. I think everything you guys said, it's kind of dumb, but I like that it does present itself as serious. Like even the opening text, it talks about rabies. It's like hydrophobia dates back to thousands of years ago. Today we call it rabies, and it's got this serious music. Like they are talking about something demonic almost.
Yeah.
And in turn, you said it's like Jason, but if he was a chimp, and I feel like that unlocks a couple of things. Like if this were Jason, you couldn't be in the same room as him for an hour and he's just staring at you. But because it's a chimp who can't get in the pool, he can just sit there. You can get out and try and sneak past him while he's a couple of feet away staring at you. So I think the movie gets to a few points where I was genuinely tense. And then it goes back into, a couple of guys show up and you're just waiting for them to die. And there are very silly parts. Yeah. That's about where I started to get a little fatigued on the concept, because you do realize this isn't just a slasher. It's also one of those stuck in one place for the entire runtime movies. And once those guys show up and they're cartoon characters and they're stupid and they're just there to die, I start to get a little bored. And then it's Hannah's turn. And I was like, Hannah's whole scene where she gets in the car and he unlocks it, I saw that in the trailers like 7 times before every movie I saw. So I was like starting to get bored. And then you get to the finale and it's only an hour and 20 minutes. So it's fine overall. But fun movie overall, I thought.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun with it, and I was criticizing the person in the suit. The ape actually looks good for most of the movie. There are just shots, mostly when it's like fully in frame, where I'm like, the proportions don't look right for chimpanzees. And it doesn't help that we had a lot of really good CGI chimpanzees in like the Planet of the Apes movies, which kind of look more accurate. So when you look at this, you're like, that's clearly a person in the suit. But whenever they do a practical effect, even if they enhance the face with CGI, I still really appreciate it. My problem is, and I really kept trying to turn the logic part of my brain off, but I really struggled with it because I was just, at some point, I'm like, well, the chimpanzee's crazy and he's out of his cage. And I'm like, why does he just run away into like the woods and shit?
Because Lisa, bad.
What? He was really hung up on that?
He wants to kill her.
I feel like he would. By the way, the rabies hit him really fast. I had to look up like how long rabies takes, and apparently it varies between like a week or like months, apparently. And he got it in 1 day. Yeah, so the whole time, like, just run away, Ben. Just go somewhere. So that kind of bothered me. Also, the movie picked and chose when it wanted to remember how strong chimpanzees are.
Yeah, that's true.
When it was fighting a man for some reason, I think a chimpanzee's like 4 times stronger than like a really strong man. And they show that in the beginning where he rips the guy's face off, which I think we all know happened in like 2009. Someone had a pet chimpanzee, which you shouldn't have, especially when they're adults, and it ripped their friend's face off.
Talking to you, Joey.
Yeah. They went on Oprah. They eventually got like a new face and stuff attached. So they show how strong they are. Except for when he's fighting tiny women. And then suddenly he can be hit with like a stick and knocked over a ledge and just hit with things. I'm like, wait, why is he only super strong? Other than the dad. So tiny women.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah. Those are the only ones where it's kryptonite for some reason, but everything
I
else,
love-
he's just ripping jaws off, ripping heads off.
when her dad shows up and he's punching Ben in the face. And I was like, that is so funny that after everything we've seen, he's just in a fist fight with him.
I'm like,
You know,
you don't fist fight a chimpanzee, you're dead. It got the jump
Yeah.
on you and you're dead.
They could have hand waved it like maybe a part of him remembers their family. So he's
Yeah.
holding back a little. He's hesitating.
Yeah.
I don't know that this movie had it in them to display that sense of tragedy of like he remembers them but can't stop himself.
Yeah, but there are some very, very tense scenes. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's just a solid, fun horror flick. Don't think about it too much. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about Primate. I think we
Give it a
covered it,
shot.
right?
It's a great movie.
Okay, so going from an animal that can't get in the water, let's talk about a different movie about a killer animal that's in the water. Next up, Beast of War. Now, Joey, this is a long time coming. You might not
God.
know this, but years ago, I put a movie on a list for a killer spider movie called Sting. And then it didn't play in a theater around me, and I took it off the list. But apparently, you went and saw the movie about the killer spider, giant killer spider in an apartment. This is the same director, I think.
Oh,
So is there
really?
anything you want to say about that killer spider in an apartment movie finally, like 3 years later?
I wish I could remember a single fucking thing about it. This is pretty much the same thing. Replace the spider with a shark. Here we go. I wonder if
was
that
looking up.
movie's on streaming though, because I remember it being like pretty fun, like
Yeah.
very similar to this.
I was looking up what this director did, and I saw Sting. I'm like, oh yeah, I felt bad that he was the only one who didn't know that I took it off the list. He's like,
And
"What?"
I remember I drove like 50 minutes to a fucking theater to watch it.
Well, that's why I didn't see it. I'm like, it's not even fucking playing anymore. Anyway, Beast of War is a movie about Australian soldiers, which, by the way, I only saw very few things from this. I turned on Shudder. I'm like, what's the new movie? Beast of War. And I thought it was going to be about the USS Indianapolis, which, of course, was mentioned in Jaws. That's the boat that got hit by the Japanese, and then the survivors were getting eaten by sharks because they were all bleeding out in the water. This is a fictional story about Australian soldiers, and it's basically the same thing. The Japanese shoot them down. They're stuck on like a raft with like little to no supplies, and they're being circled by angry sharks. Now, this might surprise you, but the shark was actually an animatronic, and you might have been able to tell because it moves and acts like the old animatronic from the Jaws Universal Studios ride. But I'm happy it was still an animatronic. I was trying to think, what was the last animatronic shark I've seen in the movie? And I think it's either Deep Blue Sea or The Perfect Storm. I can't think of the last time I saw an animatronic shark in a movie. Yeah, another tense, all in one location shark thriller. Joey C, what did you think?
You know, the acting, of course, is at best, and the dialogue is shit. But like you mentioned, I'm so glad
I mean, look,
used
they
the
have
practical
silly
shark.
accents. They can't be helped, Joey. You should.
Yeah,
Why are they
that's
talking
true.
like that?
I did. It was fucking killing me. It was killing me.
Australian accents kill you? How dare you?
no.
Apologize.
I'm sorry for all our Australian viewers. Sorry about that. You can take it up in my
Jeez.
DMs. I do like that most of these shark scenes are in slow motion, and that would probably like annoy some people, but I feel like that probably took like a huge chunk, no pun intended, of the budget. And it's what people want to see. It's why we watch the movie. So I'm cool with like prolonging that. But you know, we see the standard stuff, the lead who has something to prove, and the bad guy who needs Red Dead Redemption, and it's very predictable and repetitive.
What?
Yeah, he needs redemption. You know what I'm saying?
You said
Red
Red
Dead
Dead
Redemption.
Redemption.
You know what? That was a part of my brain that I didn't even know was there. I'm sorry about that. I meant to say redemption. But you know what? I had fun. Okay. I have two brain cells and they're both fighting for third place. Come on. Get out of here. All right. And the cinematography, absolutely fantastic.
Oh, it looks great.
Dude, it looks fucking awesome.
I saw how they did it. They were in like a big tank and they just smoked it up and they had these like big sheets and stuff. So it was a very, very minimalist kind of set. And I'm like,
That's
I actually
cool
appreciate
shit.
that.
Yeah,
On a low
awesome.
budget, just put a shit ton of fog. Didn't make sense that it was always foggy on this particular part of the ocean. I'm like, wow, haven't seen the sky in a while.
There's no
But-
wind. What's going to get rid of the fog,
What's
Tony?
going on?
Right.
I'm gonna have to
right.
examine that.
But I love the hazy look. It actually, Joey, reminded me of Beyond the Dark Side of the Ring, whenever they do flashbacks.
Oh
and
yeah,
hazy-
exactly.
Which
That's
we
what it
mimicked that
is.
style for the Friday the 13th commentary album. We did that like hazy, colorful background. I really love the look of it. The effects are pretty good. Gil, what did you think of Beast of War?
It had to grow on me. At first, some of the stuff you mentioned, Joey, rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, this is pretty generic. Even the visuals at first I really didn't like. And I for some reason I can't stand it when a movie starts on a let me explain the character's trauma flashback. It's like, oh, he dealt with a shark when he was younger, and there's all these filters on it to show you that it's a weird flashback. And then once they get on the water, it's what you talked about, where there's all this fog, which I think on one hand is logistical because we're shooting this indoors and we need to make it look like it's outside. It's like old video games where you need to fog everything up so you can't, you don't have enough draw distance, like Silent Hill. But then I started to see the method to the madness, where the fog is adding to the claustrophobia, so they're stuck here. But also, this could have been just a survivalist man versus nature movie, but it really feels like a horror movie straight up. And part of that, I think, is because it does start to feel kind of weird and surreal, partly thanks to all the fog, thanks to the air horn that gets stuck in the shark. So he
I
starts
love that.
sounding
Yeah,
like a
that's awesome.
monster.
Yeah.
And then the level of gore and just the absurd degree to which everything that can go wrong does go wrong, and things just keep getting worse for them beyond just the shark. And by the end of the movie, I was into it. I was like, this has a very unique and horrific, surrealist tone to it that I think lets it rise above the things that are generic about it, made it something a little bit more special. And in the end, I enjoyed it.
I really, really liked it way more than I thought I would. I like that it's more than just like a shark movie, because like it is like a war movie basically, because like a Japanese fighter twice comes back, once on a plane and the other time like a video game like fight scene loading. He's on a raft with a sword. But then it's like them versus the elements and everything. So it's not I know it's like labeled as a shark movie, but it's a little bit more than that. No, I really enjoyed this movie way more than I thought I would. I like the main character. I like that he is like a Aboriginal, the ancestry, I think. And that plays into the story a little bit. It's subtly done. I'm like, we're like, I forgot about it until one guy throws like a racial slur at him. Like, oh, right. So there's like rivalry between them, but then there's also that racial layer without hitting you on the head. If the Starfleet Academy people wrote this script, it would be all about that.
Yeah, it would be.
But no, the kills were really good. The effects are great. The animatronic shark, look, I appreciate that they used it, and it looked great in a couple shots, but that first shot where it comes out of the water and it's like not even really moving, I'm like, I feel like I'm on the old Universal Studios ride. Like, there it is, and now it's gonna bite the wire and the fire is gonna come out of it. It's a great design. I just wish it was a little bit more anime. I wish it was chomping more. It usually just comes out of the water with its mouth up and then maybe starts to close it. And that's it. But yeah, it's a solid little indie horror flick. Not too long. How long is it actually?
I think it was like an hour and a half, I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
Hour 28 minutes. You're
Yeah,
in
there
and
you go.
out of this bad
Nice
boy.
and tight. Beautiful.
Yeah. It's on Shudder. Again, this is a movie that does not need to be very, very long. Probably one of the better shark movies I've seen in a while. And actually, Australian shark movies on Shudder. This and what was the other one we reviewed?
Wild.
Courtney.
Yeah,
Dangerous Animals.
Yeah,
Dangerous Animals.
I forgot.
that would make a
about
good.
That.
That would make a good double feature. Those are both.
It
solid.
would. I think I
Yeah.
like that one more, just more for the wackiness. But both times they're not just the shark isn't the main appeal of both those
Right.
movies.
Yeah,
Like in
there's-
that one,
there's
it's
more
Jai
to bite
Courtney, and
off,
this
yeah.
one, it's just the whole survival situation. But yeah, I think it's a really, really good time. Check it out, please. And I think we're at the mid-show break. Cat the Boobies, if you're listening, I just saw your super chat, so you should probably come back. Cat the Boobies, I didn't realize she wanted to react to her super chats, and I just get that. I'll come back for super chats about. All right, we're gonna leave the Captain Boobies super chats off for now until she comes back. We're at the mid-show break here. Let's read a couple of these. Fior for $9.99. Crystal, thank you for not blocking me on all socials. As much as I keep giving Tony my money. Wait. Crystal, thank you for not blocking me on all socials as much as I keep giving Tony my money, but doesn't stop me from shouting you out and making fun of the bobblehead. Well, thank you for spending $10 to do
Insult
that.
you.
You know what's great? Pico Jet Black is not in here, and I'm still getting
Oh no!
I'm still
I
getting
hope he's
insulted.
okay. I've never been on one of these when Pico Jet Black wasn't.
Same. Yeah.
That has to,
Oh.
no, that can't be true.
Yeah, he's not here.
If anybody knows, oh, there we go. There we go. He's here. Thank
Oh,
God.
fuck. Welcome back, Captain Boomy.
Ahoy, hoy! I heard there's super chats about me.
I know. I'm reading the super chats, and yours came in. I'm like, oh shit! Now I gotta wait for her. She's not around. Okay. In attack mode. Oh, he just became a YouTube channel member. Thank you. In attack mode. There's plenty of great bonus material here. The Handsome Devil's Audio, which of course is Lucha Steve for $5. How was Joey C on this? And just dissect that film at the same time. Did you double book?
I didn't double buy. One's pre-recorded and one's live. I have to spread myself thin, and I like spreading my.
Get
You know
it, girl.
what? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, anyway, sorry about that.
Oh, Joey.
Yeah,
C.
dissect that film. They did Misery with Joey C.
Sorry, I was just making sure.
And I think last week they did the made for TV It. Of course, me and Logan from Video Villa, we did all the new It's. We did it on the day that Verizon signal went down. That was fun. That was fun having to go to Logan and Captain Boomy's when my entire network was down and try to navigate that shit. That was awesome.
horrible.
Yeah, that was.
Did you
intense.
click the link to get your $20 credit? Because they don't
I
just send it
did.
to you. You have to click that link.
I know they made it. They're like, we're gonna
Yeah.
send this, but we're not gonna do it automatically.
I gotta
I'm like,
do
"Oh,
that."
fuck you. Lucha Steve again for $5. Why is Tony dressed like Sammo Hung when he fought Billy Chow in the movie Pedicab Driver? That was a very specific. What are you doing, Lucha?
That's somebody who's been looking for an excuse to make that reference.
Yeah, exactly.
This is,
That's exactly.
this is going to
it.
blow people's mind with my deep film knowledge.
Look, I'm dressed because it's very cold out. I'm dressed warmly. I'm not hiding a problematic costume underneath this. I'm not doing that. I always wear 10. I lost one. 9 rings. Anyway.
True.
Joshua Garrison became a YouTube channel member. I thought he
Nice.
left the thing. Thank you, Joshua. Check out our
That's a
back
nice
catalog.
photo.
And Dude Abides, who's been a member for 22 months, says Captain Boomy's Jenkies. Does he mean Jinkies?
Jinkies.
What's a Jenkies?
I don't
That
know.
was slur? What is that?
I don't know.
I hope it's not because we just said it like 5 times. Hold on. No, it's Jinkies, not Jink. Wait. Yeah, the AI
Is it
corrected it to
Jinkies?
Jinkies. Come on, Jinkies. Like
Come on,
Velma.
Velma.
The
That's right.
Mindy Kaling show that me and Joey talked about on the first monthly wrap up. Remember that? That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, those some good times.
Lucha Steve for $2. I get the impression Captain Boomies is not a Deep Space Nine fan.
I don't dislike Deep Space Nine. I just feel like they missed a lot of opportunities to be more Star Trek than they were at a time that they could have literally walked across the parking lot and talked to the same producers, directors, videographers. Literally walk across the parking lot. Walk across the parking lot.
The annoying thing about Deep Space Nine was that the Generations movie, everyone is wearing either TNG uniforms or Deep Space Nine uniforms, I think. And it's just like, pick a fucking uniform. Why are you guys going back and forth? It really bothered me. Crystal Quinn for $1.99. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Joey C, Gil, and beautiful, amazing Captain Boomies. She couldn't say wait. She didn't type out end. She didn't put a space between end and beautiful, and she didn't put the beautiful so she could keep it at $1.99. Crystal, what the? I thought we were friends, Crystal.
I respect it.
Hate you, Crystal. God damn it. Fiora again, member for 1 month. Ahoy, Captain Boobies, I love you.
I love you too. Totally.
How come
What is
the
your
three
name?
of us never
Hi.
get I love yous? It's always Crystal, Captain.
Yeah, wait a sec. Come on, dude. I wore a skirt on the internet. I thought could be shooed in there.
Okay, I don't know what's going on there.
Fiore Grimaldi.
I think he ate his comm badge, guy.
I'm sure you made his night with that. I love you, whatever your name is.
Yeah, just do that from now. I'll be like, hey, ladies out there, just pick a random guy and go, hey, I love you, whatever your name is. It'll really make you feel great. Dude abides for $5. I would help Joey C build a giant ancient mech in Tears of the Kingdom, then watch current Star Wars or Star Trek and Star Wars stuff. So he'll rather help you with that video game than watch new Star Trek or Star Wars.
You know what? Okay, I'll take that. I
Or
need
is he
all the help I
saying-
can get.
Then doing one and then the other.
Oh,
yeah, okay,
Oh.
yeah, he put THEN.
Yeah.
So he's
That's
gonna do
another
all
one of those. It's another I love you, whatever your name is. It starts
I love
strong
you.
and then it's this.
I'm not much.
I love
of a
you.
leader.
Whatever your name is.
I think you said that at your wedding. That was part of your vows, right?
Yeah,
I love you, whatever
yeah.
your name is. AJ Canada Pictures for $19.99. Tony, would you ever let's play Starfleet or Klingon Academy? Oh, the old FMV games. I think, wait, Paul Giamatti is in one of those, right? Paul
No
Giamatti
way.
used to do FMV video games. Giamatti Star Trek game. He might be in one of them.
This could be huge. Let's see.
I may have to. add it
Maybe
to my
I'm
list.
wrong. I guess I'm wrong. He has been in old FMV video games, but I guess he
You know,
isn't
in,
in those.
When you watch a YouTube video, you can see the parts that spike where like that's the part everyone watches.
Yeah.
This is gonna be that. Was Paul Giamatti in a video game? I don't know, maybe. And it's the least satisfying where it ends with like, I don't know,
Hold on.
I'm not sure.
I'm on Memory Alpha, which is the Wikipedia for Star Trek. Paul Giamatti, what has he been in? Not yet, only Starfleet Academy. Okay, well, I was wrong. Okay. But I wasn't too far off, all right? He was in other things back then. Fuck all of you. Anytime I see Paul Giamatti, I just want him to be his character from the Howard Stern movie. Like, I just want him to be Pig Vomit and just cursing off everyone, but it just never happens. Dude abides for $2. Rest in peace, Pico Jet Black. Or he wrote Psycho Jet Black. Remember, Pico misspelled his own name and never fixed it.
He
So
wrote
you have to call him
Pisco.
Pico.
Neither of them got it. Look
Oh,
at-
yeah, he didn't get it right
Yeah.
either. Just read it. Can everyone get a dictionary? Anyway, the flail for $2.
Where
this
is he going to
Mighty
find
Joe's
Pico
thing?
Jet Black in the dictionary? Oh, Psycho. All right, go on.
Psycho. The flail for $2. Is this Mighty Joe C?
Mighty Joe Young. It's because he had a chimp
Yeah.
as a pet.
Oh,
True. It
please,
is me.
someone draw Joey C as a chimpanzee
But with big muscles and no
And-
fish.
yeah,
nets,
and right-
please.
and write Mighty Joe C on it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, flail.
Simon Lou Largres. Whoa, gifted 10 Hack the Movies memberships. Now I feel bad that I butchered your name, but thank you so much for gifting 10 Hack the Movies memberships. And then Captain Boomies, who didn't have to give me $20. She could have just wrote in the private chat and I would have seen it. Would you want to read your own super chat?
I'll come back for super chats about me. But Tony has to text me because I'm playing Black Flag. By the way, can we talk about what an amazing game that is?
Wait, Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Big-
love that game.
Yeah,
oh,
big
it's
I
so
love that
bucks.
game.
fun.
I still have my 360 copy. I might pop that in now. I fucking love. I played so much of that game.
Such
They
a good
finally-
game.
Ubisoft finally released their pirate game after like 10 years, and apparently it sucked. And all they had to do was just remake Black Flag without the Assassin's Creed stuff, and they would have been fine. And then they took like 10 years, and apparently it's not good. I love Black Flag.
It's so good.
I might stream that in the summer. Oh god, you guys ever play
If
that?
you
guys?
do it without me, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, I've been on a boat once.
Ever played Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
I
That
played
looks-
The Secret of Monkey Island. That's the only pirate game I've ever played.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Cool. That's
Who
really
are
cool.
these people? Like,
Who are these people that aren't pirates? All right. Pico Jet Black. There he is for $5. Panel. When you first met Tony in person, Did you think to yourself, wow, his ego is just as bloated as his sweaty head and potato gut? Hashtag thin hairline. Well, me and Joey C don't remember meeting each other in person until he found a picture that he came to the Cinemaster booth. And I don't remember meeting Captain Boobies in person at the first ever Dick Show thing. I thought I met you in LA. I didn't know you were at the first one.
Yeah.
Well, the second time you two met me, did you think this? And Gil, the first time you met me, did you think this?
No, I actually thought you were pretty fucking nice. I was like, oh, another Italian here. Thank God. My people. I was scared.
And Captain Boomies, did you think that I was bloated and had a sweaty head and potato gut? Hashtag thin hairline.
Oh, hashtag thin hairline is real vicious. Damn, that's so aggressive. No,
Thanks.
Tony has a luxurious and fuerte hairline. How dare you?
Now you're just lying.
Really focused on the hairline part.
I don't know. I'm just
I'm
having a panic attack right now.
I know we're streaming
Okay,
at
because
720p. Listen. We're streaming at 720p right now, but my show is in 4K. They're gonna know that that's a lie. All right,
Well,
they see my sad hairline all the time.
Well, the headphones are pulling the hair back right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you took them off, it would just.
No, I'm saying right now it's not noticeable.
Yeah.
But in regular episodes of my show, like the 3 camera, it's like, oh yeah, Tony's hair has seen better days. Okay, that's funny. I only ever remember meeting Gil in person because I think that's
Look at the impression I made.
Well, it was just you and your brother, whereas Joey, it was thousands and thousands of people in a convention center. And then both times I met Captain Boomies before the show, I was hammered.
I think I met Gil that same day. That was when he came down, right?
No, I met Gil before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't invite you. We didn't want you cramping our style.
That's okay.
I wanted to invite you, and Tony shut it down. Like,
no, I said no.
I don't know what happened.
Michael Jeff Black for $2. Joey C, can you convert that Tony wears jeans?
Confirm, probably.
Michael, can you just learn to type? What the?
Come to think about it, I don't think I've ever seen you wear jeans.
What do you mean? I had to.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear jeans.
I know we're pantsless most of the time we're hanging out, but I assure you, when we go outside, I am wearing jeans. Okay. I promise.
That's bad. Sometimes my head is just still back in what we were doing.
Joey C, I know you were in my bed. I don't wear jeans in my bed.
Well, duh. That's right. Yeah.
I mean, what? Wait, I forgot we were live streaming. Everyone forget that. Forget that we said that. The flail for $2. Tony wears jorts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cody Bishop for $1.99. At least you have Starfleet Academy. Jesus Christ. All right, we're only going to do a few more, and then we got to get back to the show. In attack mode for $5. Hey, Tony, longtime hack off, fresh channel member. Love the show. Joey and Gil with 2 L's, looking fresh. And Boomies, stunning as always. You guys keep killing it.
Yeah.
That might be the first comment we've gotten that complimented everybody without putting one of us down.
You know
like
what?
Usually it's like, Joey, looking great. Tony.
Yeah. Well, I actually didn't get a compliment on my physical appearance, but
in attack mode, I love you.
Yeah.
So his thing,
Yeah, that's how super chats work, by the way.
And then, okay, last one before we get back to the break. What's OMD for $5? When are we getting a Captain Ron review with Captain Booth?
You
hate comedies, okay? I'll try, but you guys hate comedies.
Who's you guys?
Huh?
You mean
the audience?
The hackists.
No, they're called the hack-offs. Where have you been? They're the hack-offs. What the fuck?
I look, as a longtime Patreon of you, I demand to be called.
We will do Captain Ron.
Hackist.
Oh, whether it's okay, we will do Captain Ron, whether it's on the main channel or Patreon. Because I do love Kurt Russell, and I've actually been meaning to rewatch that movie. All right, Captain, we're gonna kick you off for now. You want to come back at the end?
Yeah, hit me up. Bye.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh wait, no, we're done. Super chats for now. I just want to make sure. Okay. Tycho Jeff.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Got a lot to get to, guys. Actually, we're doing good time. It's only an hour in. Usually it's like 3-hour show. All right. Next up, His and Hers. This is a story about a murder in a small town outside of Atlanta, and a sheriff has to investigate this murder, while at the same time his wife, his estranged wife, is reporting on the murder for her news show that she has. And it turns out they were all connected to the murder victim, and everyone in this town has secrets. And you know me, as being a Twin Peaks fan, I love towns with secrets, and I like murder mysteries, and I like John Bernthal and what's her face, Tessa Thompson, and a few of the other actors in this. Yeah, it's only 6 episodes on Netflix. There's plenty of twists and turns, a lot of mystery everywhere, a lot of red herrings. I was told to watch this by my sister, and I went, okay, I'll watch it. And then I really got sucked in, and I binged it within like 2 days. Like, I was just, it really grabbed me. It's rare that I watch like a whodunit murder mystery and I don't have a good idea of who the killer was. For this one, I was like, I don't know who the killer is. I kind of want to keep watching. But what I enjoyed more was John Berthal's character was with the murder victim the night she died, and he doesn't want people to know that. So I actually really enjoyed him covering his tracks and doing a terrible job of it more than I enjoyed trying to figure out who the killer was, which is why I was surprised when I found out who it was. Yeah, I had a good time with this one. Gil, what did you think of the show? Did you make it very far into this?
I watched 1 episode. I don't think I'm going to watch any more, but that's not because it's a bad show. It's just, I think it's a solid entry in this genre of whodunit in a small town. Somebody was killed. I think if you're into that, it's solid. It doesn't really do anything unique. It doesn't do anything, at least based on the first episode, that elevates it beyond that, where somebody who isn't already a fan of the genre would get pulled in. John Bernthal, Tessa Thompson, both are solid. So to me, it was fine. It's just not really my kind of thing.
Okay, I'm gonna suggest you at least watch like the second episode. Watch when he starts having to cover his tracks, because it's so entertaining. Because the whole time you're just gonna look at the screen and go, "You fucking idiot! What are you doing? You're making this so much more." That's what got me. I had to keep watching. Like, I need to know how he's gonna screw up next time. How is he gonna screw up?
Okay, for you, I'm gonna give it at least another episode.
At least, and then if you don't want to watch it, I won't be too mad. Joey C, what did you think of this? As someone who watched the recent Knives Out movie 3 or 4 times, I know you really love whodunits. What did you think of this one?
You know, when you had texted me and said, "Oh, I'm binging it," and you're a pretty good. I feel like me and you have very similar tastes in movies, so I knew it was going to be good. Now, I watched like 2.5 episodes in it, and side note, watching this is the second show that you could watch on Netflix that the guy who plays Pornstache in Orange is the New Black has sex. So if that's something that interests you, this is the show to watch.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, Pornstache.
Oh my God, I was trying to wonder who the hell that guy was. It was bothering me the whole time. That's
I don't know what his actual name is, but Pornstache.
I never finished
great
Orange is the New Black. I tapped out of the Riot season. Did it end well? Does anyone know?
Just you're better off just waiting.
I tapped out at a good time. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
you
That's
tapped out at a good time. Yeah, it gets fucking weird. This show is really great. The cinematography is phenomenal. Very rarely do we watch like one episode of a series and I go back to watch it. I think the last one I did was the one that we watched way back when, about the lady who like killed her husband with an axe and got away with it.
Love and Death or something.
Yeah, something like that. That was like the last one that I went back and like watched it completely. This is something I'm absolutely going to watch. If you love whodunits, this is the show, because like you said, you had no idea who the killer was. I mean, I still don't know, but even the first and second episode, it pulls you in like 10 different directions. And then like the reveal at the end of the first episode, when you find out that he was having sex with the victim in his car at the end, then I'm like, oh fuck, is it him? Who is it? It's fucking awesome.
And you're right about the cinematography. It's like one of the few Netflix shows that like looks good. Like, it looks like they shot on a set and on location. Nothing looks too obviously digital. You know what I mean?
Pointless green screen where you're like, why did that have to be on green screen?
That is so true. And I also feel like this is one of the movie or shows that like doesn't like repeat what the plot is for the people watching on their phone. I feel like it was just it just kept it high level for me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Look, I know people do that, but I think Netflix like really overestimated like how many people are doing. Like I know people are watching on their phone, but like they just started tailoring their shows for just those people who are on their phone. But then a lot of people are like, the show sucks. They're just saying everything. Everything looks like shit because they think we're all not watching. Like, no, some of us are actually watching this. I know most people's girlfriends are on their phones, but a lot of people are watching it and actually paying attention. I had a girlfriend who we would start something and then she would like go in the kitchen. I thought she was grabbing a drink and she would start like cleaning stuff. I'm like, I thought we were watching a movie. Netflix decided that was their entire audience. Like, no, Netflix, sometimes it's people like me who want to actually watch the show.
And the most heartbreaking thing is when you're showing somebody something you love and they're seeing it for the first time. Yeah. And then they get up and like, should I pause? No, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing.
Shit, dude. That's the worst.
They fine, then we won't watch then.
Like, by the way, my nieces, when they learn that you can pause things, and now like it doesn't matter what they're watching, even if they're not watching, if they have to go in the other room to like use like the potty or whatever, they have to go pause it. They get like real aggressive, and like it was a few weeks ago. My sister's like, "You're not even watching the movie. Like, pause it." I'm like, "Okay, all right." Like as soon as they can't have that TV play if they're not in the room. But yeah, it's a good time, Joey. I think you need to finish this show.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to watch more of it tonight too.
It's engaging. It's more engaging than a lot of other Netflix stuff we've watched. For me, I know, Gil, it's not like up your alley, but it is a well-made show. And
it's
again,
definitely much better than a lot of other stuff I've seen on Netflix, for sure.
What is the worst thing we've watched on Netflix? It's got to be either the heist movie with what's his face, where they stole the plane.
Yeah,
I think I
with Kevin Hart. I think you were on that
of
episode, the air heist one, and then I think the worst show was the Arnold show, Fubar.
Oh,
that was the one we were like,
yeah.
I think you're the one who said, like, I think ChatGPT wrote this.
Oh,
this show, I'm like, when there's like a big twist and how different characters are connected, I'm like, wow, that's actually really, really well done. AI can't write that. A person had to write that. Yeah, again, it's not something we would normally cover, I guess. Actually, that's not true. We just did Knives Out and I did Clue.
You just named like 6 examples.
Yeah, I guess I cover it a lot now that I think about it. But yeah, I'd say check it out. Even if it's not like a sci-fi thing or whatever horror, it's got Marvel actors in it. Remember, they're the Marvel. She was Girl Thor and he was Skull Man, who doesn't wear the skull on his shirt enough. Next up, if my slide works, another Netflix thing that looks better than a Netflix thing usually looks. The Rip, not The Rim, which I accidentally put into my Google Doc. And then
you also wrote 28 days later, I think. This is all over the place, this list.
Oh, I put 28 days later. Oops, my bad. Well, I put The Rim, and then I fixed it, but I guess Joey C like copy and pasted it, and he texted me last night going, "What's The Rim?" And I'm like, "No, we fixed it. It's The Rim."
I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You also fucked up what day you could do the show.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
because I'm like, Joey, what can we do? You're like, I can do it this day, and I'm like, Gil, he says this day, and then he corrected it. I went, Gil, Joey's an idiot. He said that.
That's true. Yeah, I gotta read these things more.
Yes, The Rip. I almost said The Rim again. The Rip is a new Netflix movie by Joe Carnahan, who I think did The Gray, and he's done some The Gray, Smoking Aces, the A-Team remake. He recently did one called Cop Shop, which I meant to watch and I never did. He also did Narc back in the day. It's about a unit called TNT, the Tactical Narcotics Team, I think is what it is, right? Something like that. They get a tip that there's like drug money being held in a house, which is owned by not the new Supergirl, the last Supergirl. Just for our audience. And look, there's Glenn from Walking Dead. What's his name?
Steven
Yeun.
Ewan or something.
But did I ever tell you guys I met him many years ago?
Oh,
no,
really?
I don't think so.
And I think it was his first Monster Mania after Walking Dead had just aired. Really,
people still like me, right?
So the girl I was with at the time really loved Walking Dead. He didn't have a line at all. This is back when now he would have a pretty big line. She was so excited to meet him. He was like the nicest, sweetest guy. He was talking to her and everything. And then he looked at me and he went, "Oh, do you watch the show?" And I went, "Nah, shit's boring." And if I had known how famous he would have gotten, I probably would have been a little bit nicer back then. He laughed. And to his credit, he laughs. He's like, "Ah, it's funny." I'm like, "Yeah, I just seen other zombie shit. It's whatever." I'm like, wow, I wish I could. There's many things I wish I could go back and redo, and that's one of them. Like, I should have been a little nicer and just lied about how I like the show. Anyway, they get a tip that there's money in her house. When they get there, they find out it's millions of dollars.
20 million.
And then Matt Damon starts panicking because he's like, "Oh, this is way more money than we expected." Suddenly, everyone doesn't trust each other. And tensions are already high because a member of their team was just murdered like prior to this. So everyone's worried, like, are people going to be coming for them? Is one of them a rat? A lot of people are accusing each other of being traitors. Meanwhile, everything's being counted. There's, again, plenty of twists and turns. I enjoyed this one more than I thought I would. Gil, what did you think of The Rip?
Yeah, I also enjoyed it more than I expected to. It's so, I think if you start with the baseline of it is a solid thriller with some good twists and turns, there's a few elements that elevate it beyond that. One is having Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and there's some kind of pre-built in character development because you immediately buy that they're good friends. And so any tension between them just hits that much harder. And they're both good actors. Like Matt Damon, when he sees the money, just like the change in his demeanor, you're suddenly like, this is very uncomfortable all of a sudden. Like, this is a serious situation. That hits so well. And I think it sometimes straddles the line between sometimes it's grounded and gritty. Other times it feels like just generic action thriller. There's like a car chase at one point where I'm like, does it really need to be like Ben Affleck going after him like a action hero? But I feel like it's occasionally the writing feels a little deeper than you'd expect. Other times it's a little bit more surface level. So overall, above average thriller, worth watching.
Joey C, what did you think of The Rip?
This was a standout movie for me this month. I fucking loved this. I watched it twice. Big surprise. Glad the boys are back together. What an action movie. I mean, this is like the movie definition of like chess, not checkers. There's so many twists and turns. And, you know, of course, like you think Matt Damon's the bad guy, but then you have like a Knives Out style reveal and how he was like playing chess the whole time, especially with like the Stephen Ewan character. It rocked. Lots of great action scenes. I loved the car chase, the ending sequence with the guy, the FBI agent guy from Wolf of Wall Street. Can't think of his name. Great movie. I really love this. If you love like, this is like an action dad movie. This is like a movie that like dads would love. Yeah, this is it.
I said to my girlfriend, I was like, my dad is going to love this movie.
Yeah, dude. I literally told my dad, I'm like, Dad, you got to watch this fucking movie. It rocked.
And it's another one that looks better than what you would expect for a Netflix original. Now, there is this clip of Matt Damon going around saying Netflix wants them to repeat the plot over and over again.
Oh, yeah, I saw
And there's something I'm noticing on Twitter. I hate film Twitter, by the way, where they'll just see a clip and then people will share their opinion on the movie, but it's just repeating stuff they saw in a clip. So they're all thinking that Matt Damon was talking. They're saying like Matt Damon is saying that about this movie. Like, no, I think he said like, don't get me wrong, I probably should watch the whole Joe Rogan clip, but whole episode, but I can't really sit through that much of Rogan. I can only do clips. But yeah, I think he was just saying, yeah, Netflix told that to us, but we're not doing that.
Yeah, if you watch like, the rest of the clip, he jumps in and he's like, well, we didn't do that in the rip. Like we were able to do our own thing.
Yeah.
And which you can tell if you watch the movie because they're not recapping the movie every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
they're
but someone on Twitter was like, yeah, they kept repeating the plot and everything. I'm like, no, they didn't.
Yeah,
except for when they would backtrack what happened.
Well, in like the Knives Out sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I'm like, I don't think these people actually watch movies. I think they just saw that clip, assumed it was about this movie, and now they're judging this movie based off their interpretation of a clip they watched for 5 seconds. The film Twitter is getting so fucking bad. Film Instagram is also terrible. But yeah, that really annoyed me. But yeah, This movie looks better than it should be. It helps that it's only in like one location. I'm sure that little town, that cul-de-sac, was a couple of houses on a blue screen, but it looked really great.
Yeah, and the fog looked fucking awesome.
The fog was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very solid. I'm surprised I enjoyed it this much. Because I watched it at 7 a.m. this morning.
Wow.
Why was that, Joey? Why would I possibly be up that early?
Was there another bug in your room? Or?
No, it was a
You're
different
close.
It was a different animal. So at 5 a.m. this morning, I wake up to my cat moaning and screaming like they're about to die. And I wake up going, thank God, it's finally the day I'm free. And then I get up and see her very much alive. And I'm like, what? And she's by her food bowl, which is full, and her water bowl, which is full, in my room. And I'm like, okay, what do you want? Do you want to come in the bed? What do you want? And she's just crying, moaning, not her usual shriek. She doesn't know how to meow. She just shrieks, like moaning, like she's in pain. I'm like, what is going on? And then she went all the way downstairs, kept coming up, moan, would go back downstairs. And I go downstairs. I'm like, is she going to show me something? I'm like, is my dad dead? Did she find my dead dad? What am I going to find downstairs?
My God.
Is there someone in the house? Am I going to get
harrowing
murdered?
morning?
What is this cat trying to signal to me? Because they don't usually act like this. And guys, the big twist, what she was moaning and crying about was that her water bowl in the kitchen wasn't filled to her liking. So she was coming into my room where there was a full water bowl to cry so that I would go downstairs and fill that water bowl because she wanted to sit on the couch by the sliding door and didn't want to go upstairs to drink. So for that, she decided to shriek and scream like she was dying. And then I went, yeah, I'll watch Ben Affleck for 2 hours.
Wow. What a morning for you.
And I thought going in so negatively, I would have not liked this movie. But that's a testament to how good the movie is, where I wanted to fucking murder things. And I ended up being very pleasantly surprised by a film. And at the end, I was happy. I wish I wasn't up that early. You know, worked really hard as not a morning person to get a point in my life where I could just wake up whenever I want, and things are constantly waking me up early. And I'm like, what was the point? What was the point to getting to this point in my life? You dumb assholes. But yeah, The Rip, good film.
Yeah.
Now, guys, our last film of the night is 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. But I really got to pee. Can you guys talk amongst yourselves for like a minute?
Of course.
Sure.
Now, Gil, if your cat woke you up at 5 a.m. and was shrieking and you found out that it was still alive and healthy, would you be mad at the cat?
No, probably not.
Okay.
No.
Would you go back to sleep, or would you watch a Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movie?
See, that's the part I don't get. These stories, I'm always like, well, why don't you go back to sleep after?
I know.
And inevitably, he's like, well, I did. And I'm like, well, what's the problem then? You chose to go watch The Rip. And by the way, procrastinating. Why is he watching it at 7 a.m. this morning? How seriously is he taking these live streams?
Wait a second. You might be onto something. I watched this days ago. Come on.
Yeah.
And dude, there could be a car crash in the front of my house. I'd still go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
I was at the mirror earlier today, and I was like, yo, what did you think of The Rip? And I'm like, well, Tony, I'm glad you asked. You know, I practiced. So I want to put my best face forward.
No, that's fair. That's why I got the suit on. You know what I'm saying? I had a nice big suit. I got
was that for The Rip, right?
Yes, because
I feel like you forgot to for the Clips channel. No one's gonna get that. You forgot to draw attention to the
listen, Gil, it's
the
for
costume.
Me. It's for me. Okay. It's for me. Okay. I robbed a stash house. I have the cash. Okay. I dressed up nice because I want to put my best foot forward for these live episodes. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Who wouldn't? You know, I watch everything. I even drive 50 minutes for a movie that Tony took off the fucking list.
Have you ever not watched one of the movies and then tried to fake it through? Because I'm like, you could easily do that. You go on like Wikipedia, get some key plot details. What did people? 9 times out of 10, you know what you're going to think of it. Like
Here's
the Rip.
thing, though.
It was solid. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I mean, they're always great.
It's
you
pretty
know,
good. You know, money. Here's the thing, though. Tony likes to throw in some horseshoes every once in a while and be like, "So, Joey, who is your favorite villain?" And then I'd be like, the guy with the mustard container," and he'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then I'd be a fraud. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a fraud on the internet.
That is always the thing that used to keep me up after these streams, because Tony always throws one or two curveballs at you. He doesn't do it. You know, I've noticed actually lately he doesn't do it as much. Maybe it's once he gets to know you and slows down.
Guys, I dressed up too. I'm the bad guy from 28 years later. The Bone Temple.
That wig.
Yeah. Oi, I'm Jimmy Crystal, Sirloin Jimmy Crystal. Meet that's the devil. Oi, guys,
I forgot you were doing this. I completely forgot. That's why you went off camera.
Forgot.
You know, I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw like several videos of girls being like, "Don't dress up like the bad guy." And 28 years later, and I went, "Why? He's got a cool tracksuit and wears gold chains. That's cool." And then I started the videos and they went, "It has to do with England's darkest thing." And I went, "Who gives a shit about England?" And I turned those videos off and I ordered this suit on Amazon. And now I look like Jimmy Crystal from 28 years later, the Bone Temple. Woo! I don't
Wait, I actually do need to use the restroom. So I'm going to run for a second.
Oh, okay.
Maybe go through some super chats or something before we get to the review, though, because I want to be here for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. You do that.
Yeah, that's good. Tony, can I might have to borrow that wig sometime, because that's a fucking good wig. Oh,
thank
shit.
you. Thank you.
Dude, it looks fucking real.
I think I got my Halloween costume for this year. I think I might go to horror conventions like this. You think people are going to like it, Joey?
Oh my God. I think no one will have a problem with it whatsoever.
I'm sure the chat is loving it. They're all saying nice things. But yeah, let's read some super chats while we wait for Gil to come back. Pico Jet Black for $5. Tony is dressed up for his new movie, one buffet after another. Also, I fear Tony is hiding his I Heart Diaper shirt underneath the flannel. Hashtag sad boy. Joke's on you. I'm not wearing the flannel for that. In attack mode for $5. Now that we're all friends. Tony, I heard you mention Serenity 2005 recently. If you can't get Prison Mike for the review, my schedule is open. I would have to rewatch all of Firefly.
It's networking, right?
Holy shit! Simon Liu came back. 20 more Hack the Movies memberships. Holy shit, Simon! Thank you. What the? You have enough money to do that, right? I want to make sure you're financially stable enough to do this.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Holy shit.
Pico Jet Black for $2. Tony, please don't review Birth of Nation. I would never do anything that problematic. Would I, Joey Singh?
No, never. You would never do anything.
Ever do anything like that?
Never. You never have, and you never will.
No. Cody Bishop for $4.99. I'm watching an old TV series called I Shouldn't Be Alive about people stranded at sea who survived. Captain B, ever find someone stranded at sea? I'll ask her again. You know, we'll take that one off. I'll ask her again at the end.
That's a good question. I want to know too.
That's good. Gil, that's going to be great to cut for the goddamn clip channel. Thank you for that. All right.
You're welcome.
Yeah, 28 years later, the Bone Temple, baby. Yeah. Now, if you are fans of the channel, you know that me and Gil covered the other 28 Days movies, of course, starting with Sandra Bullock's 28 Days, and then 28 days later, 28 weeks later. And then last year we got, Joey, did you know we got two last year? We got 28 months after, which definitely wasn't a 2012 movie that they slapped a new title on. No, that was definitely canon. And then 28 years later, and now we have 28 years later, The Bone Temple, continuing where the last one left off. Spike isn't really enjoying his new friends, the Jimmies, even though they got cool tracksuits and cool blonde wigs. He met them at the very end of 28 years later and decided to team up with them because they're pretty good at killing zombies and they love the Teletubbies. There they are. There's the whole Jimmy gang. Of course, starring, what was his name? Jack O'Connell. Is that his name from Sinners?
That's right.
Yes, he's leading the gang. He's got Erin Kellyman there. which I was happy to see her in something I liked because I feel that actress has only been in things that I hated. And I'm like, I feel like she's a good actress. Why does she keep being in stuff like Solo and Falcon and Winter Soldier? Can she be in something good? Fun fact about them, they have masks that can stop the super contagious rage blood from getting in their eyes and face, and they almost never wear them.
Yep.
They're constantly cutting up zombies and blood's getting all over them. Like, cover your face. Cover your face.
They paid for those faces. Come on now.
Turns out, because we didn't really know much about Jimmy in the end of the last one, other than his dad was a vicar, I guess. And he was there during the apocalypse. He was a Teletubbies fan, and then he showed up at the end of the movie with this gang. We didn't really know what his deal is. Turns out he's a huge Satanist. And he thinks that the infected are, demons spread all throughout the land. And he thinks his father is Old Nick, which is, I guess, a British name for Satan. But I don't care about British things. People start telling me about some old TV show host, and I get this out of here. I'm an American, and then I light off fireworks. So he's going around the remaining area, just killing people for fun. At the same time, Dr. Kelson is getting a alpha zombie addicted to, I don't know, tranquilizers.
Yep.
He keeps tranking the main alpha Samson over and over and over again, and then they have a nice little bro relationship, and they dance and listen to music, and eventually he starts to realize, like, wait a minute, when you kind of suppress the rage part of these zombies, some of their old self comes through again, and eventually both plot lines converge. What you call it? Jimmy, I forgot his name for a second, even though I'm dressed like him and I look exactly like him, but with
there are
teeth.
7 characters with the same name in this movie.
Yeah.
Jimmy Crystal. Eventually, both plot lines converge, where Jimmy Crystal meets Dr. Kelson, and we'll talk more about that in a second. Because for like a year now, people have been going, "Wow, I wonder what this is. Wonder what this scene is. It looks awesome. I wonder what this scene is."
It could not have been a better answer than what we got.
I was amazed by it. Gil, because we reviewed all the other ones together. What did you think of 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, directed by Nia DaCosta, who I've only ever seen her do the
Marvels?
Candyman remake.
Oh.
No, I still haven't seen Marvel. But anyway, what did you think of this?
I thought 28 Years Later was a masterpiece. I thought this continued that trend, and the two are already a couple of my favorite movies of all time.
Wow.
I think I am not surprised that people enjoy this one more than the last one, because it is a more exciting movie. It is a more tense movie. So I think it's automatically more engaging in that sense versus 28 Years Later, which gets more contemplative, and it takes a sharp turn in its tone in the second half of the movie. So it feels like two movies. This one doesn't. It feels a lot more focused. So I understand why people like it more. But I just think this movie goes in such unexpected directions. All the stuff you talked about with Dr. Kelson, where that goes, you do not see it coming at all. And even if you took out the surprise element of, wow, this is just satisfying because it's doing unique things, the stuff that isn't all that unique is also just so well executed. Jimmy is such a great villain, the kind of villain that charming isn't the right word, but fun to watch just in the chaos. But this is an environment where chaos is scary. You think about Spike, he grew up in a world without pop culture and a world where he's been taught to be quiet when you leave and go to the mainland to avoid the rage infected. Now, Jimmy, who's draped in pop culture, talks about the Teletubbies, all these unfamiliar, actually, and he calls them Teletummies in the movie because one of the underlying themes is the way he kind of corrupts the past. Jimmy Savile is another example of that. He's dressing up as somebody that was, exactly, as somebody who turned out to be a horrible monster, basically.
Not familiar.
Yeah, right. But I think if you were to drill down to what is the thing that makes this movie so exciting and make it work so well, is that you've got the two elements that converge. You have Jimmy on one side, just one of the greatest examples of absolute evil we've seen in a long time. On the other, one of the most benevolent characters, Dr. Kelson, who's literally built a monument to just honor all of the dead people. He's the only person we've met who's trying to dig up the humanity in the infected. And then to have those two forces collide, and you know they're going to, because of course they are. It's a movie, and we're seeing the two storylines. The whole movie, you're anticipating those two elements colliding with each other. And when they do, it's so satisfying. And again, goes in unexpected directions that get the whole theater, their jaws on the floor, laughing. Just, this is insane. I don't even want to say what happens exactly.
I'm going to say, but we'll work up to it.
I absolutely love it. It hurts my heart every time I hear people say it's really good. I know the last one kind of sucked. This one's so much better. And I'm like, no, they're
like
both amazing.
We were kind of in the same boat. We actually really liked 28 Years Later.
Yeah,
and,
I feel like people, when they tell me why they don't like it, all I hear is them describing the movie. They say it feels like two movies, and I'm like, agreed. The ending gave me tonal whiplash, and I'm like, agreed. Now take me to the next step and tell me why that means it's bad. Those are the reasons I loved it.
I loved it. Joey, what did you think? Have you seen the other movies? Please tell me you didn't walk into this blind.
No, I walked into it. I walked into it partially blind. This is kind of a series that has really like passed by me. I haven't seen this series nearly enough. Like I watched the original ones like when I was a kid, literally. So I know nothing about the lore of the universe, but it was kind of fun to like fall into that rabbit hole after watching this. So I've added them all to my list, of course, with the Sandra Bullock one as well.
Well, obviously,
you know, naturally. But Jimmy, the cult leader, is like so wildly evil and fucking fascinating, and it's disturbingly plausible, and I think that's why it makes it so scary. But it's gory, it's grim. It's fucking brutal. And I feel like the story is tight and there's not a lot of filler. And I do feel like what they show is like profoundly purposeful, if that makes sense. Right.
Yeah. It is pretty damn
I need to watch the previous movies again to really.
I will say this one is a little bit more traditionally done. Because I saw the interview with Nia DaCosta, because the end of 28 Years Later, it's literally this gang comes out of nowhere. I mean, there's hints that they exist, but they come out of nowhere, and I shit you not, Joey, a heavy metal version of the Teletubbies theme plays. And they just start killing zombies like they're the Power Rangers.
Oh, zombies, Tony. How dare you? They use it in this movie and the last one.
Word zombies. They both use the word zombies.
I saw, Tony, one guy went into our comments when we did our video, and he was like, out of respect for the movies, I'm not going to call them zombies. And I'm like, you know what Alex Garland said? He's like, it's a zombie. It's obviously a zombie movie. Like, we're borrowing all the tropes. Like, it's clearly a zombie movie.
But I was saying Nia DaCosta, because they were like, yeah, that ending was so crazy. We thought you were going to kind of like carry on that visual style. And she was just like, no, that's a Danny Boyle thing. I wasn't even going to attempt to do that.
Did you film it on iPhones? No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the crazy, like dreamlike imagery. It doesn't have like, crazy. I mean, some of it, like the zombies are still kind of sped up, which I like.
There's definitely some of it.
So yeah, it's still very interesting. It's like you said, it's more toned down, traditional kind of movie.
You're not intercutting like Henry V, like medieval footage.
No,
like,
there's no weird cutaways. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It actually still fits in well with the universe. I was invested in the characters. I kind of thought Jimmy was gonna be like, I thought he was gonna have like a whole society or something, and I thought we were gonna learn why they're all so good at killing zombies, because they're like really good. Like where it's like nothing, but like we never see him up against like a horde of zombies. What would they do? Probably run. I guess we see that at the very end. But like they're just like ridiculously good to the point where they're not afraid of it. I thought we would just see more of why they're like that, but instead it goes right into the Satanists torturing and everything.
I guess the only hint they give you is that in order to join the group, you have to fight someone to the death.
Yeah.
So to some extent, we're picking people who are good fighters,
Yeah.
but there's definitely a degree of like hand waving of like, you have to just kind of take it. It's the same reason they don't wear masks. It's
Yeah.
just a better movie if people aren't wearing masks all the time,
Yeah.
even though it probably would make sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I saw it when it came out. I hit Lauren up and I said, Lauren, do you want to go to the Bone Temple? And she said,
horny. That's all she knows. Meat need pee pee.
and I said, that is totally inappropriate. I meant the movie, Lauren. And she said, oh, okay. Side note, she hates when I play that clip, and she doesn't watch the show, so I have to like show her later that I played the clip, and then I get punched. It's pretty funny. But no, we were kind of blown away, dude. When Samson talked, we almost got out of our seats. We're like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I like that we're seeing a little bit more. I mean, usually when you humanize zombies, it could go either way. This was kind of cool where it's just like, oh no, it technically could be done. It's kind of like Bub in Day of the Dead. Like you could maybe humanize them, but it's such a sophisticated thing to do. And they're in a land with no resources to do it on a mass scale. So it'll probably never get cured. Samson might be the only one. And even he's not even really cured. He's just kind of learning to suppress his rage, which none of them know how to do. And I love that moment where he's by himself on the train, which is where he got bit, we learn. And I love that, like, he kind of like is more calm and the other zombies notice it. So they just immediately think he's a threat. So they're able to like kind of like sense something. And I like that we see what they see, which they basically just see zombies when they're attacking people. So I thought that was really, really cool. Now, when Jimmy meets Dr. Kelson, he's kind of in a pickle because the Aaron Kellyman character is kind of like thinking to herself, he might not be legit. He might be just making all this shit up. So she says that she found old Nick, which is, of course, Dr. Kelson. It's Kelson, right? I keep wanting to say
that's right. Yeah.
I almost said Dr. Kelso, and that's Scrubs. My bad. Scrubs is coming back. So she's like, oh, that's old Nick. So he goes there and he's just like, hey, Dr. Kelson, nice bone temple. That's just a thing people have. And he's like, here's the thing. My flock expects you to be Satan. So I'm going to need you to be Satan or I'm going to murder you. And Dr. Kelson's like, oh, okay.
How great is Dr. Kelson at just remaining calm, though? And he's like, well, that is a problem.
Yes.
But it's one of those just like Dr. Kelson kind of has an upper hand because it's like, well, you do kind of need me. So maybe he will leave me alone after this. He doesn't know that Spike is part of this group, which of course will change how he feels about it. So yeah, this imagery we've seen of the bone temple on fire and Kelson looking like a skull thing, I thought it was going to be like a cool final fight scene. No, Dr. Kelson puts on a show for the Satanist. He plays Iron Maiden. He blows like, I don't know, cocaine or something in their face. He gets them all high and he literally dances to fucking Iron Maiden to make them think he's the literal devil. And then he goes, yes, Jimmy's great. Do what he says until he sees Spike, and then it all goes to shit.
Boy, there's a hesitation where Jimmy's like, so we should continue with the disemboweling and the skinning. And he's like, yes, of course you should.
Yeah, that's great. Do that. I kind of like that moment. That was a great scene of him. I know some people were let down because again, I guess they thought it was going to be a fight scene. But no, we were in the theater.
They thought Dr. Kelson was going to be in a fight scene.
He doesn't even kill the zombies. Why would he be in a fight scene? Lauren literally put the heavy metal thing up in the thing. It was kind of embarrassing. But no, I love the whole sequence. I love the whole movie. The movie was really, really good. Like I said, I kind of just my expectation of what Jimmy was and what he was going to do. Maybe I was let down there, but not really. Now that I know not to expect that, I think on a second watch, I'm going to like it even more. I do think they can still bring him back. I think they can bring Jimmy back.
In theory,
they can bring him back. I would love, because they do want to do one more after this, right?
Oh yeah. That was the deal. Was like, we're going to do assuming the second one does well enough, we're going to do a third one.
And this one's not doing super well, but
It's not doing well.
I think the first one did really well, and it's on Netflix. That might be a thing where they might just go ahead and finish it anyway.
I
that
also
happens.
think, like, I don't know. We're spoilers, right?
Yeah, we can do spoilers.
Yeah, this is not even a spoiler because Danny Boyle said like 2 years ago, "Oh yeah, Cillian Murphy's going to show up at the end of the second one," and I was like, "Why are you telling me that?" It's like, everyone I was seeing it with at the end, they're like, "Oh my god," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I saw a set photo, and even if I didn't, Danny Boyle's been openly discussing this.
Yeah,
but I think they probably know. Okay, if we do a third one, Cillian Murphy's going to be all over the marketing. I mean, he's so recognizable now, especially after Oppenheimer. So I think they might have a confidence that we could turn this around. And maybe they have to call it something else. Like, just go back, call it 28 years later again. Get rid of the subtitle and make people think this is just a brand new
title. 28 years later, Samson's dong.
28 years later, Oppenheimer.
28 years later, Avengers Doomsday. Just really trick people into getting it. I didn't expect. I either forgot or I didn't know that Cillian Murphy was supposed to come back. So that was like a genuine surprise for me at the end. I'm like, oh, he's still alive. And then I was like, oh, that asshole Jet from the first movie never sent anyone back to pick them up. What a prick those guys were. So yeah, that's something else I want to see. I want to see what happens to Samson. I want to see if Jimmy comes back as a rage zombie.
I don't think it's going to happen, but
Which would
maybe.
be fucking awesome.
I was hoping, and then I realized he doesn't have the eyes from 28 weeks later. I was hoping
the two different colored eyes.
Yeah, so Joey C, if you don't remember 28 weeks later, there was a family, they had like discolored eyes, and it turns out they had like a genetic mutation, so they could carry the virus, but they wouldn't have the effects of the virus.
Right.
And I thought it'd be really funny if Jimmy gets like bitten, but then survives, and that just feeds into his delusion where he's like, oh, my father saved me.
Even if he survives the bite, he's still nailed to a cross and upside down.
Well, he can just rage.
Get out of there.
Yeah. Maybe the zombie that bit him ripped him off the cross. You don't know these things.
Fair.
Yeah. But I want to see where it goes. I really enjoy all these movies. And I want to see how it ends. And I think the big question we need to know is Sandra Bullock still sober all these years later? That's how the first one ended. 28 days. She finally gained her sobriety. But, you know, the effects of a looming Armageddon could have made her go back to drugs and alcohol.
Wait, she's in America. There's no problem for her.
Yeah, but remember 28 months after, which is totally in continuity, if the virus made it to America. Duh. They just forgot to mention it in the last movie. Gil, you claim to be a fan, but you keep forgetting these things.
So stupid of me. I know.
But yeah, I highly recommend 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. Why are people messaging me? Okay. Not about this. Prison Mike
stop messaging him during the stream.
Yeah, how dare they?
Prison Mike is asking me where to watch a movie for a review we got to do. But yeah, that is it for the review segment of the show. We're going to talk to some of our patrons. Let me message Captain Boomies. I'll just say, talking to patrons, then super chats. Okay. All righty. Who is here for? Okay, we're gonna add God Lothos, but I feel like he never talks, or he talks rarely. Hi, God Lothos.
What's up? Is my mic working?
Lothos.
It is, but it's very low.
All right. How about now?
It sounds great.
All right.
What did you watch on the list that you want to talk about?
Fortunately, 28 weeks, the last one, because unfortunately, I never saw the last movie, unfortunately.
Apparently Joey C didn't either, so it might have been a little confusing.
I'm one of those people that I wanted for that franchise, I needed months. I think that for me personally, if we would have gotten 28 months later and then gotten years later, I think personally I would have enjoyed the movies better. But because we didn't, I'm like, I don't want to see this Crossbone movie, fortunately.
God Lothos, where are you? 28 months after. It was free on Amazon. You're saying you didn't watch that?
Nope.
Well, there's your problem. You're just missing an important piece of the lore. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't know it even came out until literally I watched the review. I'm like, oh shit.
I knew it came out because I turned on Amazon Prime and I went, "What the hell is 28 months after?"
Yeah.
Yep. If I literally didn't show up here today, I would not even know. That movie
I think
even
I
existed.
know they kept wanting to do 28 months later, but I think it was just so much time has passed. They're like, "Fuck it, let's just do years." Just makes more
Yeah,
sense to do years.
it's one of those things where they had to do it that way, but I'm like, come on, guys.
I
What
mean,
if you-
I would love to see what happened in France.
yeah, exactly.
They
20
beat the virus back. Didn't
Yeah,
you read the
28
opening
years later, the
text?
very beginning, they glossed over it. They're like, the virus made it to the mainland and we pushed it back. And then
but-
Alex Garland said something cool. It's like, yeah, I guess once it hit the mainland, if any country or city reported the virus, they just nuked it. So like Paris got nuked. And I'm like, I kind of like to see that. I want to see like a little bit of that, like what happened in that time frame.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I understand why they did it that way because so much time passed by. It's like we can't do months. We can do
Yeah.
years, but not months. Unfortunately, I'm also not a Star Trek fan, so like the show, I never got into it. But
Yeah.
I agree with all you guys. All I kept hearing is like, "Oh no, the show's bad. The show's garbage." Like, you can get like the first 2 episodes in, and then it just bombs after that. I'm like, all right, not watching that show.
That's most shows.
Smart
honestly.
man right here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, anyone trying to get into Star Trek, don't start with
Don't
Star
start with
Trek
that.
Academy.
Nope.
Yeah,
Now, I will say this. I mean, it's off topic, but like the Orville was the right approach to how they did the Star Trek for people like me who have never seen the shows.
didn't
It
people
is-
eventually fall out of love with the Orville though? I feel like it had a people really
Yeah.
liked the first season, and then apparently it just stopped being a parody and just started being Star Trek or something.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
just like you started right away with great comedic opening and it just kept going with it. It's like, okay. And then the under deck or lower decks, I'm like, no, you're trying to make it look comical. Like you're trying to make it look funny to me, but you want me to be serious about this show.
Hey, be
But it
careful.
looks
That's
comical.
Captain Boomy's favorite show. All right,
Well,
You
to
gotta
be
be
fair,
careful.
I don't think Lower
But
Decks
she's
is.
not here, so I can't get in trouble. See, she didn't hear me say these things, so I'm safe.
What were you saying, Gil?
Well, I think Lower Decks is a comedy. Like that's intended to be a joke. But
Yeah.
I guess it does
Gil-
damage to the franchise as a whole. If you look
Gil,
at it that way.
Jack Wade voices the main character, and he played a live action version of his character on one of the shows. I don't know
There's
which one.
the problem. Okay,
I
it's
don't know which
infecting
ones,
the
but
rest of the
They
franchise.
Yeah,
made
that's
those
right.
characters canon. They're now in the
Canon.
continuity. They're canon. Well, anyway, God Lothos, thank you for being a patron.
Oh no, thank you for all you guys' support.
No problem. I hope you enjoyed all the stuff I put on Patreon recently.
Oh, I already have, sir. I'm already caught up.
No, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm saying I hope you really like Blade Boys and the AI fan film live stream. I don't know
He's
if
like,
I
I
can do it.
know,
well,
I
Blade
watched it all.
Boys.
Why do you keep telling me what's on there?
I just want him to be like, I'm
But-
so
but
happy I pay for this service. It's
But
my
for Blade
favorite.
Boys, we still have to wait another year before we get to the end of the show.
Oh, fuck you. It's only 4 episodes left. I'm sure we'll finish it this year. I'm sure.
But God
we'll finish it.
Lothos, you are so happy that you're a patron. You're really enjoying
Oh,
the
God, yeah.
content, right?
Oh,
There you go.
everybody needs.
Cool.
Tony
cool,
needs
cool.
more money. Everybody join Patreon. Support Tony.
And if
He
they
was in-
don't
and-
join,
And if they
Oh,
don't,
oh,
we'll
Space
do
Cat-
something.
something might
oh,
happen to
Space Cat
somebody.
might- Space Cat
Remains
might
to
come
be
after
seen
them.
what we'll do, but we will do something.
You're gonna have to.
All right.
We're gonna have some charity.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank
All
you,
right, God, Lothos, we're
Lopez.
gonna let you go now. All right. Lucha Steve, are you just doing half head? Yeah, okay. I noticed there was no luchador mask.
You ruined my joke, but okay, whatever.
What did you say?
I was just gonna pretend that I had my mask on, and then think you guys are crazy that you keep bringing up the fact that I'll have the mask on.
Well, you could have done it still. You could have
Yeah,
just
we-
said,
Yeah,
"What
but
are you
he
talking about?
asked
Have
me, and then he asked me, and then I panicked.
Panic.
I can see how Tony would have that effect on you. He
That's
does.
true, especially in
Yeah.
that outfit.
I am very threatening as my Jimmy Crystal cosplay. It's cool, right? Can I get you on record saying that you think my costume is cool?
I think the ensemble you're wearing, I'm not sure what it's connected to. I
28
don't
years
know.
later.
Oh, I've never heard of it. I think that whatever your costume is based on, I have no knowledge of that. So based off that statement, I can say yes, I like your costume.
Yeah. Well, I'm clearly just a
smart
bad guy
man.
from a spooky zombie movie. What else would there be? I mean, come
Yeah.
on. Where's a picture of him? Why am I not getting it? There we go. So what did you see on the list, and what do you want to talk about the most, Lucha Steve?
I only saw 28 years later the Shark Bone Temple, the Shark movie that I didn't like enough to remember the name of it. And then
You're the only one who
first
didn't like it. We all enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm sick of shark movies.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't think I've liked a shark movie since 1973 or 4.
Well, that's why I like that it was more than just a shark movie. I agree when it's just sharks. That's why this one and Dangerous Animals, I'm like, at least there's more going on than just the shark. Because other than Deep Blue Sea, it's just there's just nothing.
I did watch Starfleet Academy, and I didn't hate it as much as you guys did.
Oh, you love it? It's your favorite thing in the world? You think it's
no? I wouldn't say that at all. By the way, Captain Boomy's Deep Space Nine is awesome. That's the only Star Trek show I've seen all the way through.
Okay. So Starfleet was a win for you. Do you watch modern Star Trek?
I didn't say it's a win. I just said I didn't hate it as much as you guys did.
Oh, so you just I love the most glowing endorsement of the show is I didn't hate it as much.
I thought it was okay, but I'm not gonna watch it anymore unless like season 2 is better. Even then,
you're gonna get to season 2.
But I watched like the first like 6 episodes of Discovery and I didn't like it, and I was like, I could just go back and watch TNG, or as God Lofos was talking about, I love the Orville. I actually liked when the Orville became like a Star Trek show and not just Family Guy in space.
Yeah, people are kind of hit or miss on that. I didn't follow it enough. They used to watch it at the office and I caught bits and pieces, but that was it.
Like season 3 of that show is amazing. Like the quality of the show was like really good. I did want to talk about Bone Temple though, because I have
what do you think the Bone Temple?
Yeah,
I loved it. Can I read my review? It's really short.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't hate it as much as you guys.
So I gave it 9 out of 10, and my review is too high, maybe. Yeah, fuck it.
Wait, what? That was the whole review?
Yeah, that was my whole review. I didn't have anything.
I like it.
There's nothing for me more to say on that movie. It was really good.
It was solid.
Yeah.
It was solid. I want to see more of that universe. Where do you think they're going to go next? Do you think Sandra Bullock's coming back?
No, I don't think they're going to get Sandra Bullock back. I think after Bird Box, she's probably like, I don't want to do any more survival horror universes. I'm excited to see how the guy from Sunshine, what's his name?
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Scarecrow.
That joke was funnier in my head. I don't know why I thought that was funny.
Wait, can we try it again?
We're talking about that's Danny Boyle. We're talking about Danny Boyle movies. So
oh my god, I forgot that Danny.
Yeah,
Boyle
that doesn't work here. If we were talking about like something else, that would have worked. Not when Danny Boyle's on our mind.
Damn, we ruined both of his jokes.
All right, guys, let's say
are you paying $10 a month to workshop your comedy bits on the show?
Yes, this is that I go to the Improv and I do all these bits.
So then I said to Tony, who is that guy from Sunshine?
But specifically what I really liked about, like, since we already spoiled it, what I love about his scene is like Spike has just been around, like, really, like, other than Dr. Kelson, like his dad is kind of a piece of shit, Jimmy's evil, and so I really liked at the end that Spike is like, he's running away from the infected at the end, and Jim with his daughter, who I have a big theory. I think his daughter is Thandie Newton's character. Is also the daughter of Thandie Newton. Oh, that wasn't Thandie Newton. What was her name? For Pirates of the Caribbean.
Do you remember who it is?
Wait, Selena?
Yeah.
What's the question?
Yeah.
What was
the actress's name? I forget her name.
I'll pull it up. She was Moneypenny in the new James Bond.
Yes. I don't
Naomi
know why
Harris. Naomi Harris.
Naomi Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
From Rampage.
Yeah. I have a theory that
Who is the
daughter
actress
is-
from Rampage?
You think
I-
the girl? Well, yeah, it has to be her daughter, right?
Yeah, I think it's gotta
I
be.
mean, he
That's
could
just
have
the clear
been another
implication.
black woman. It just coincidentally.
It would be weird though. It was like, yeah, then she died, and then like, it's clearly
It gets
her
you to the
daughter.
same
Come
place
on.
with extra steps. It's like, why wouldn't it?
But I like how he's teaching her about history. He's like homeschooling her, and then at the very end, when like they see like they're being chased by the infected, and she's just like, "We're gonna go save him, right?" And then there's a pause, and he's just like, "Yeah,
What are
we're
you,
going to save him."
stupid? Go back
That
inside.
would have been
That's
funny,
what-
but I
That's what
like
I would have done. I would have been like, go downstairs. We're locking up. We live down here now.
I liked how hopeful of an ending this was, because the last two movies have been pretty dark, and like the last ending ended with Spike, finding some very bad people to join with, and so this one kind of implies that next film it's going to be about Spike finally finding like someone he can actually look up to as a person. So I'm really interested to see. And then these two movies have been like home runs for me, so I'm just very excited to see what's next.
Yeah,
And the next one, if they make it, is going to be Danny Boyle directing. So he's back after
And
he
I hope
took this one.
And I hope he brings back the kill cams that he had from the first movie.
Yeah, those were cool.
Those are so cool. All right. Thank you, Lucha Steve.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Steve.
Gil.
Where
And
can
thank you,
we find
Josie.
you?
Have a good night.
You guys can find me at MovieBuff3000 Reviews. I'm getting a little bit better at uploading episodes. I sadly became late again, but next episode that's uploaded will be me and Parker from Dissect That Film.
Oh,
and we're talking about the Brendan Fraser classic, Monkey Bone.
Oh, I've been meaning to rewatch that one.
Don't.
Really? Oh, is it not good? I remember liking it. Oh no.
You know what? I had to watch it twice in one day, so yeah, go ahead, watch it.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's not good enough to watch twice in one day. Jesus. I like The Rip, but I'm not going to watch it a second time today. All right, Lucha Steve, thanks for stopping by.
Everybody.
Thank you for being a patron.
See you.
Next up, we have in a human suit this time, Renan
Whoa.
Steve. Hello.
Renan.
Hey Tony, how's it going? Hold on a
Great.
second. The poster's that poster's gonna fall. Hold on.
Whoa.
Wait, he's doing something.
Oh.
He's doing something.
Oh, he's in a skirt,
Oh.
and he has furry boots on.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, no, everything's good. Everything's
There's
kosher
real
here.
big
So many,
curveball there.
Costume-related bits tonight.
Renan.
I gotta try,
So Renan, what movie did you watch on the list?
I saw Primate.
Ooh. Oh,
yeah,
as a
first off,
furry,
the
what
fact
did you
Of
think?
course.
I'm not gonna get into the whole anthropomorphic apes versus actual furries because, like, a man in a gorilla suit, that's not the same as an anthropomorphic husky.
I
There's
know,
a
I
That's
know.
what I've been telling Tony all day.
Oh, right.
You forget, Renan. I did go to one furry Delphia convention. I'm aware of these things.
But I mean, it kind of reminded me of another movie that I love.
Congo.
Love Congo.
I do. Like in the book too. It felt like Congo with the scares cranked up to 11. I mean, you have a animatronic costume suit. You have practical effects, and the fact that it's a simple premise and it sticks with it and it's scary. And I was thinking about like actual chimpanzee attacks in real life and things like that. So I was already like, I was already like, oh man, this is a really scary concept. And by the time I got out of the theater, I was realizing my heart was racing. This was one of the most scary movies I've seen in a long time, where for whatever reason, the combination, it was like, this was really scary. And it's like, oh my God. It really worked for me.
It was creepy that he just stares at them for so long sometimes.
Yeah,
like the
just,
guy on the
drooling.
bed, and then when they were in the closet, and his face is just right there.
When his
and you're
face
just
is pressed up against that the bag.
yeah. And you're just like, just bite him already? What the hell?
Like I said, it's like Congo, and it kind of reminds me of Michael Crichton, the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park. That intelligence and scary.
Oh, when he opens the doorknob,
like
that
the
was
movie's never
definitely.
tried, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there is that raptor moment with the doorknob. But glad you liked Primate. It was a good one. And what do you got going on recently, Renan?
Well, I think it was November. I published Volume 3 of the Humanther Condition.
Yeah.
Live and Let Ride, my comic. Still trying to work on writing Power Penguin 3, meaning there's Power Penguin 1 and 2 out there. DeviantArt for Affinity. Look up Renan the Shaved. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah. Pick them up. I got some copies here.
Oh no, Tony.
Yeah. Oh no, Primate! All right, goodbye, Renan. Go deal with that killer ape that you have there.
Love the practical effects
The
there were great.
enthusiasm.
We got skirts, furry boots. We got a guy pretending to wear a luchador mask.
And if it does feel like we're at like a talent show.
It really
Everyone's got
did.
their little
Yeah,
thing.
I don't ask for any of this. Captain Boomies is in a Starfleet uniform, and also I think she died. Should probably call her.
Oh man, her and Pico Jet Black. I hope they're okay.
But her camera's still on, so I want to at least let her know that
That's creepy.
That is creepy.
everything's going crazy. Everyone's dressed up like crazy. We need some normalcy. Anyway, here's Whipped Cream Willie. Hello, Whipped Cream Willie. How are you? What did you watch on the list?
Yeah.
Well, 28 years later and Primate, but
It was not the calm and collected voice I expected to hear.
Yeah. Actually, it's a little too calm compared with the makeup and everything.
That's actually scarier now that I think
Yeah,
about
that
it.
is scarier.
What did you like more, Primate or 28 years later, Bone Temple?
28 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you like about it? Also, can you get a little closer to your phone because you're real low? There you go.
Duran must have got their paycheck on it.
Wait, what was that?
Duran must have got their paycheck on it. They had like 30 songs in the movie.
Oh, Duran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the albums that he has. Yeah, the music was pretty good in this. I'm not even an Iron Maiden guy, but that music video that they basically shoehorned in the movie
Yeah.
was so good. I was
Run to
listening
the
to like in
hills.
the gym the next day. I was like, shook. And what did you like about Primate?
It was okay.
It was okay. Are you scared of chimpanzees now?
No, not really.
I have another question. Did you watch my What is the Best Modern It episode?
Yeah.
What's your favorite It movie? Guy who's wearing clown makeup for the audio listeners?
Well, obviously the Tim Curry one, but
Yeah.
Okay, besides that one, of the
Good
newer
answer.
ones, what's your favorite?
I don't really watch the clown movies.
You don't watch clown movies. Whipped Cream Willie doesn't watch clown.
Yeah, perpetuates the negative stereotype.
Can
It
we
makes us all
book you? Can we book you for parties? I've been meaning to ask. Can I book you for a party?
Sure.
Yeah, what's happening?
Whipped Cream
I'm gonna
Willie.
have nightmares tonight.
We gotta get the super chats. Do you have anything to plug, Whipped Cream Willie?
No, not today.
Thank you for being a patron. I really appreciate all my patrons, even though they're literal clowns. All right, goodbye. I'm gonna call Captain Boomies real quick.
Oh my God, Gil, I'm a little scared.
Yeah. Maybe next time when we get to the patron segment at the end, I'll just say, "Hey,
We're
Tony, I
doing
gotta drop
super chats
off."
now. Is that? Are you here? Can you hear me?
Aye,
Yeah,
Captain.
we're about to do super chats.
Did you see the new SpongeBob, Joey?
Okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
It was good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it's on
awesome.
3D.
Yeah, it was
happened?
incredible. New
You talking about the new
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob movie?
What are you guys, children?
No, I watched it for make sure it's safe.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They're making a new CGI Cat in the Hat. It was supposed to come out next month, and now they pushed it to November. So
That's a good sign.
I was going to review the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat, and now I had to push it back.
That's my favorite movie.
Oh, I'm dressed like that guy, the bad guy from the Bone Temple. Do I
Wait,
look like him?
yeah.
Do I look like him, Captain?
She's like, why did I come back for this?
I heard a rumor that you have a different wig on.
What?
Yeah.
What-
How much of that bottle did you
yeah,
drink?
what's going on?
Look, I'm busy playing pirate video games.
Okay,
I have no idea what's happening. I'm be honest.
Well, you missed the clown. You missed the clown, a guy in a skirt, and Lucha Steve didn't wear a luchador mask, so he just showed the bottom half of his face. Let's get through these super chats here.
I gotta say, this is a good look for you, though.
Thanks.
I think your super chats will go up if this was the look you went with going forward.
And I look just like him, right? I even got the inverted cross.
Oh, heyo. Attention to detail. That's what Hack the Movies is about.
Yeah. I'm going to wear this at all the horror cons. And everyone's going to look at me and they're going to be like, that's a cool costume. You're a cool guy. And they're
The
not going to yell at me at
coolest.
all. Anyway. Okay. Cody Bishop. Hold on. Let me get this out of here so we can.
Oh, there you go.
Cody Bishop for $4.99. I'm watching an old TV. Did we already? Oh no, we stopped reading this because you weren't here. I'm watching.
No, I've never found anybody stranded at sea. That would really freak me the fuck out. Love
I
you.
didn't get to finish reading.
I
the
saw
goddamn
Send
thing.
Help today, by the way.
Oh.
Great movie.
Oh, I gotta
Highly
see that
recommend.
next week. Send Help. That looks so good.
So good.
I got to watch that.
Yeah. Actually, spoiler, me and Prison Mike might be reviewing Red Eye because we want to go see Send Help. That's the other Rachel McAdams movie. That was directed by Wes Craven. And this
Right,
new movie's by. So we're like, what's a movie that's like that with a horror director? So we might be
The
doing Red
guys
Eye.
who wrote Send Help, they wrote Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh,
then
shit.
they did Shark Tales. And then they
Oh.
did Friday the 13th. And then they did Baywatch. It's horror movie, water movie, horror movie. And now finally they're doing a horror water movie. This has
Ooh.
been
That,
their dream for 20
that
years, I
Baywatch-
think.
That Baywatch movie sucked. And I know
Well, they
this
really
now.
turned-
Huh?
They really turned the ship for Send Help much better than Baywatch.
I'm into horror water movie. Let's do that.
We're gonna do it. All right,
thumbs up.
Lucha's. It's on next month's wrap up. I've already put it on the wrap up. Lucha Steve, who was just here for $2. Steven Yen needs to use more than one sheet.
Gotta
that
be a
another
reference to
joke?
something.
He's practicing his
He is
material on the show.
On
Captain.
fire tonight.
Watso MD for $2. Tony, I love you. The lumberjack plaid is a no-go. He didn't like my plaid. Well, do you think he likes my tracksuit?
Yeah,
Yes.
he loves it.
Yeah,
My
send another
velour-
super chat. Tony,
Yeah.
By the way,
please put
I've
the plaid back
never-
on.
I've never worn a velour anything.
It looks amazing. I'm into
Love
it.
I feel like George Costanza when he finally wears velvet in public and he's like feels so free. I love this. Why have I waited my whole life to wear a velour tracksuit? Grimlock for $4.99. You have done a lot of Stephen King stuff recently. Are you going to do the Dark Tower eventually? I'm actually going to start those books.
They're good.
I
The first one is tough to get through because it's like impenetrable. You don't know what the hell is going on.
yeah.
And then the second one gets a lot more focused, a lot more
How many? 'Cause,
traditional.
we mentioned this. I only rate Stephen King stories on how many descriptions of penises there are in it.
Mm.
So how many in the Dark Tower?
I remember definitely one in the first book.
Nice.
I don't remember any in the
Definitely
second one. There might have been one or two in this. I can't remember.
I did like 3 or 4 Stephen King books. I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, I might
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
horrible.
bookmark this page, bookmark this page.
Yeah, let me know what pages so I can avoid them. Of course.
My girlfriend's dad gave her his copy of like Thinner, that I guess, or my ex-girlfriend. Sorry,
So you're gonna
That was
say
a big
what?
no, ex-girlfriend. Her dad gave
Wow.
her a copy of like Thinner from like the 90s that he had. And I guess he hadn't cracked it open in a while, but apparently it was like he highlighted like all the sex scenes or whatever in it. She was like, what the fuck? Because he wanted to reread parts of the book. Anyway, Pico Jet Black for $2. Tony, not be on screen was the best idea ever. I disappeared to put this outfit
I
on.
just saw you can't be bothered to. He just like threw that out there. It just clearly didn't like he couldn't get the sentence right, but he's just like this has to be said ASAP.
Tony not be on screen was the best idea ever. The flail for $2. What happened to Casey? No, I'm not Casey. I'm Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. Obviously. Casey is in the next episode though. Grimlock for $1.99. Tony brings back blonde phase. I should share a picture of me with actual long blonde hair. I should do that. I agreed to be in someone's movie about Amish people, and they said I had to be blonde. And I'm like, I'm so gung ho, I'm gonna dye my hair blonde. And they're like, cool, we're gonna shoot over the course of 2 weeks. I'm like, awesome. And then they were bad at scheduling. So for 4 months, I had long blonde hair. My roots were coming in. And they're like, we said you didn't have to dye your hair. I'm like, I was being gung ho when I thought it was 2 weeks. Now I realize it was a mistake. So there's all these pictures. There's like a whole era of pictures and videos of me with just long blonde hair. It's embarrassing. Pico Jet Black for $2. Please review Spinal Tap and X versus Sever. Why? What's the weirdest fucking pairing of movies
ever
I've ever heard of? And I saw Ballistic X versus Sever in theaters with Handsome Cop Mike. We're probably one of 5 people who saw that in theaters. Oh, here we go. In attack mode for $5, Captain Boomy's Abandon Us for Tacos. So for the manliest panel around, what are we anticipating more? Mortal Kombat 2 or Godzilla X Kong Supernova?
Mortal Kombat.
What?
Definitely.
You know it's a sequel to the last movie, right? No, not that one. It's a sequel to the last Mortal Kombat movie,
Yeah, the
which was
shitty
really
one.
bad.
Yeah, the shitty one. Yeah, but surely they can't make 2 bad movies in a row. You know, that's the rule, right?
What are you
Yeah,
talking
that's
about? Mortal
never
Kombat
happened.
Annihilation was also bad. And also the original movie, as much as I love it, is not that great. It's actually really easy to make a bad Mortal Kombat movie, guys. Captain Boomies, if you need help deciding, there might be an island in Mortal Kombat 2, so there might be boats. But pretty much in all these Godzilla movies, there have been giant naval ships and oceans. So I think you might want to lean more toward Godzilla X Kong.
Godzilla.
I like that you said Godzilla and then banged your chest like King Kong. Perfect. AJ
That's King Kong calling him out.
Oh, that's
Like, get
you
out.
were doing King Kong yelling at Godzilla.
You get it.
AJ
right.
Whistle for $5 Looney Tunes. So that's the money they have over there in foggy London town. Where people keep telling me about some guy I don't care about. Tony, who did you most like seeing with it all out? Samson, Voldemort, or that monkey? #monkey lover. So Samson is the alpha zombie who has a giant penis, prosthetic. What's his face? Voldemort is Dr. Kelson, because what's
Ray
his name?
Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes does get naked in 28 years later, the Bone Temple. The Ben in Primate didn't get naked. What is he talking about?
Wasn't he
Oh.
naked the whole movie?
Yeah, it's no clothes.
Yeah, but you didn't see it.
But first off, there was no monkey in Primate.
That's
it was an
right.
ape
It was
in
an
Primate.
ape. It was an
Yes,
ape.
that's right.
AJ is very upset with me because he hated the movie The Monkey, and he's been yelling at reviewers for liking it. So the year-end wrap-up, when he found out that I liked it, he got very upset with me. And then he might have used AI to have a picture of me looking way fatter than I am with a monkey. So
Wow.
thank you, AJ Whistle.
He got you.
And then Silent Evil for $2 says nothing, which means it's probably an emote or something. So I'll pull that up in a second. No, there it was. Oh, fuck, I lost it. Oh, God, I lost it. There we go. While I'm doing that, the next one is Fior for $4.99. Captain Boomies, I'm still waiting for you and Tony to review Rogue. Yes, that crocodile movie. Do you like crocodiles, Captain Boomies?
Are there boats? Yes, especially airboats. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with them. Except
There
that you
might
have to
be.
wear
There might
headgear.
be. You would
There's
have
no
loved to have done the Lake
crocodile in
Placid.
Rogue. There's an alligator. I'm just
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
even better than there's definitely airboats. Hell yeah!
You should have been in the Big Lake Placid episode. There was nothing but those boats. Silent Evil said nothing, just $2. Thank you.
That's sad, but thank you.
Yeah, is Rogue the one where they made it seem like it was a slasher movie, like the trailers, and then you saw the movie and you're like, this is an alligator. What the fuck? What's OMD for $2? Tony, as a $10 patron, how do I call in? I put a post right at the start of every show to the $10 patrons. It should show up on the main feed, and then you get the StreamYard link, and then you click in. Watch MD for $2 again. I do love tracksuits, and the purple is regal. Thank you. I am a lord. Lori Grainer, Watso MD again. Lori Grainer called Tony. She needs her wig back. Wait, who's Lori Grainer?
Let's see.
It's such a nice
Oh,
wig.
from Shark Tank. The lady from Shark Tank.
Oh, that seems mean to that lady, but I kind of see it actually. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, oh yeah, I do kind of see it. This wig could work. That's my cosplay this year. I'm either Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal or I'm Lori Grainer from Shark Tank. AJ Wizzle for $2 Looney Tunes dollars. How do you know the dingus was a prosthetic, Tony? He talked about it. The actor talked about having.
I think it was a requirement because they had a child on set, so they couldn't. Yeah. That was probably not the only reason, but that was one of the reasons.
Also, I didn't realize he was the crazy guy who blows himself up in the new Running Man. I just saw that Edgar Wright post. Samson. Radical 808 for $4.99. Every bison dollar will be worth £5 That, of course, is from Street Fighter, the first Street Fighter movie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which had a super boat. Remember Jean-Claude Van Damme had a super boat that could turn invisible? You remember that, Captain Boomies? No, Street Fighter. Street Fighter. You're doing Mortal Kombat. God damn it.
No,
Silent Evil for $2. Pyramid Head will return in Avengers Doomsday. I'm hearing nothing but bad things about the new Silent Hill, so I'm actually really excited to see
Who would have thought the new Silent Hill movie after that first one would be bad?
Well, it's the director of the first one coming back, so
yeah. So
really
who would have thought? You were like, all right.
Who would have thought the last one was bad, but it's the director of the first one, so they thought it'd be good. I think that's it for super chats. We might get some more in there, but Captain, you already did your plugs, I think. So you can go back to being a pirate now.
Okay. Love y'all.
Okay.
Honestly, thank you. Official Joey C. God, you look stylish. I just wanted to tell you that.
You know what?
I've never taken this suit off again.
Captain Boobies. I'd flex for you right now if I could, but I can't. But I would. Thank you.
I get it. That's another gives one person a compliment, doesn't give anyone else a compliment.
Well, that's what makes it meaningful. If we all got compliments all the time, it wouldn't mean anything.
It's true. I'm a communist, ride that high, so I think we all need the same thing. Okay. All right. Goodbye, Captain. Go be a pirate. All righty. Gil, what do you got coming up?
All kinds of stuff. You got a review of Send Help.
Ooh.
You got some other stuff. Timelines. I just did a Scream timeline. Next up, I'm going to try some video game timelines. Mortal Kombat. Resident Evil.
Christ, that's going to be a nightmare.
Yes.
When you do Grand Theft Auto, you call me.
Yes, sir.
Because I guess you have to take... I guess the games always tell you which previous game had the canon ending. But sometimes your character's ending is also kind of canon.
I'll make it fit.
I actually do want to go back and go through the old Malibu comic series. Go through that. That'd be fun.
Oh, I'm also looking at some potential comic book timelines, especially coming up to like Avengers Doomsday. Like what was Secret Wars like in the comics? That kind of thing.
They're almost nothing like they are in the movies.
I know. But but like the general shape of it, or like there'll be some kind of homage to it. Yeah. Like if you look at Infinity War, there was some stuff where you're like, that's the spirit of the comic.
Yeah. Well, except for Daredevil Born Again, because the real Born Again story was done in Daredevil season 3.
That's true.
So they're really just using the title. Joey C, what do you got coming up?
Well, the big one that Tony will appear in is examining the quality of bathrooms in Friday the 13th, the game, which comes out on Friday the 13th.
That was my pitch, right? That was my...
that
was my pitch. What are you talking about?
Wait, hang on a second. We gotta figure this out. Pull up the clip, because if it's you, I gotta re-record a fucking section.
I suggested the idea of looking at serial killer bathrooms, and I used Friday the 13th as an example because you see it in part 2.
Oh,
and then Tony was like, "Oh, well, actually, you could do it in the game." But the initial idea,
you know what?
mine, and it's on tape.
I'm gonna need you to record that and send it to me so I can put it in the video.
You
So I don't
got
have
it.
to
You can cut it
re-record
right out of here.
You
I'll
know what?
send it to you. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's fair. I can clip it. Your time is valuable.
I might have
Before
smacked
that,
the mic a couple times accidentally.
you know, that's
but-
fine. There was a lot of feeling in it. Before that, I'm gonna examine the town you never visited in Grand Theft Auto 5.
That
And if
was
you wanna
my
watch-
pitch. No.
Go to youtube.com/official Joey C, or don't. I don't care. I'm gonna do it
No,
anyway.
do go. What the fuck?
Oh
Nice.
yeah, Tony keeps telling me not to tell people to unsubscribe in the videos. Okay, yeah, please go there.
Gil, post more on social media. Joey, be
I
more
know.
aggressive. You want people to watch your stuff. What the fuck? Why do I have to do everyone's job for
Well, I'm
them?
trying a new approach. We tried the carrot. Now I'm
Yep.
trying the stick.
The stick.
Gil's just gonna go around town punching people. What's that for? For not subscribing. Oh.
Oh god.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Ending the stream now. It's so hot.